It's time for Lady Wolverine basketball.
The community, come watch. You're going to be pleasantly surprised when you see just how hard these girls work and what they bring. I'm excited. I've got all the confidence in the world. Defensively, we're going to get it done. We're going to hold teams to one shot. You're going to see us push the floor in transition. You're going to see us a college-style basketball.
To get us ready for tip-off, let's go courtside with the voice of the Lady Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
And a very good Saturday afternoon. Welcome into Uintah County, Evanston High School. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson here with you as the final moments tick by in the JV girls game. We are behind schedule here for your varsity start times. I'm sure you have noticed as we anticipated a 1 o'clock tip-off for the girls game, and it's not going to get going until at least 1:30 here or so, with still some time in JV action going on right in front of us. By the way, if you're interested, Evanston JV ladies leading Riverton 36-21, late stages of the fourth quarter. We are set for a doubleheader again this afternoon of boys and girls action, Riverton and Evanston, and a couple of really intriguing matchups, couple of teams on paper, at least, both boys and girls, that are fairly similar to one another. Evanston's ladies have struggled this season. They are 1-16 overall. Riverton girls have shown a few nice moments, but ultimately in the win-loss column have also struggled. They are 3-15. The only team Evanston's defeated so far this season is Jackson. Riverton also got the better of Jackson. Riverton won that game 51-15, and Evanston beat Jackson earlier this season 38-22. So not sure how much you can read into a common opponent like that, but that was a similar win for both of these teams. And of course, the Lady Wolverines have knocked off Rollins twice this season. Last night, both of these teams were in action. On the ladies' side, Riverton lost to Green River 70-50. Evanston took on Cody, one of the best teams in the state. Cody really took it to this Evanston team. 70-11 was the final in that one. So an interesting matchup here, and then in another hour and a half or so, we'll get into the boys' game. Both the boys' teams are 9-9 on the year, so very similar seasons. And then kind of as you look back at Evanston's games this year, a lot of common opponents, a lot of similar results, and it's I'm really intrigued to see how they stack up against one another here in just a few moments. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, made possible by the good folks at Porter's Supply Company, North Federal and Sunset in Riverton, your home for stoves, pellets, and spas. Porter's Supply Company. Looking at this girls matchup a little bit further, the other story here to keep an eye on, besides both of these teams sort of struggling, trying to get a feel-good win here at a good point in the season to pick up a win. You want momentum going forward into late February and early March, certainly, so both teams have an opportunity to do that. And the other thing to keep an eye on with these two programs as they develop down the road is there's a new head coach for both of these teams. Roy Barker has taken over his first year for the Lady Red Devils, and of course Mike Bosner is the new head coach for the Lady Wolverines. We'll chat with Coach Bosner here in just a few moments. Tail of the tape, team stats. Riverton averages 35.9 points per game. That's 13th best in Class 4A girls basketball. Evanston averaging just 24.2 points per game. That is 15th best in 4A out of the 16 teams. The only team that averages less points than them is Jackson. Defensively, Riverton allows 53.9 points per game. That's the 14th best team defense in 4A girls basketball. Evanston a little bit better, allowing just 48.1 points per game. That is 11th best. And as we talk about individuals to watch in this one, Riverton led by Paisley Jackson offensively, 14.2 points per game. Haley Engstrom is the scrapper down low for the rebounds, averages 7 boards per game, 4.5 points per game. And we too, Cloudhorse, coming off a really nice game last night. At double digits, she finished with 14 13 last night. We too, coming into that game, averaged 7.6 points per ball game, so our average going to go up a little bit after that performance last night, you would think. So this is the Porter's Tailgate Show, and coming up here in 60 seconds, we will visit with Mike Bosner, the head coach of the Riverton Lady Wolverines. Streaming video coverage of this afternoon's game is online on County 10's YouTube channel. Radio coverage on 105.1 Jack FM. Back with the coach in a minute.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com.
Watch every RHS basketball game all season long on the County 10 YouTube page.
Welcome me back in here to Evanston High School. Gonna get this one going about half an hour after the projected start time. JV game had a lot of fouls, but also, unfortunately, a lot of injuries. There were some injuries on both sides that caused some delays, so we'll get this one going here a little bit later than expected. There were several players banged up on both teams, and most notably for Riverton, Lexi Taylor, a sophomore that sees a little bit of varsity time, a lot of JV time. Lexi wound up with a leg injury, saw some crutches and a brace being applied. Lexi's on the bench right now and is getting around okay, but she's using crutches as an assister there for her. So we'll keep an eye on that, but I would assume she will be out of the varsity lineup. Not sure if Coach Bosner can pull somebody from JV up this late or not, but one less Lady Wolverine in the lineup, perhaps. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, made possible by Porter's Supply Company. And a few moments ago, I was able to go courtside and visit with first-year head coach of the Lady Wolverines, Mike Bosner. Here's how that conversation would go. Back on the Porter's Tailgate Show, counting you down to tip-off Riverton at Evanston as the road trip continues. Coach, in Green River last night, tough loss. How's everybody feeling after that one?
Yeah, you know, it's just, I don't know, man. We fight so hard, and I love these girls. I love their fire and their want. I mean, they try so hard. We just, I told you before going into it, if we have to play man-to-man, that's the one part that I struggle with, because we get in foul trouble. We don't move our feet. We play with our hands. Everybody's wanting to reach out and grab people, and got us in foul trouble. And then, then you're constantly fighting from behind all the time, and it makes it tough.
It really does. You rebound, though, and get this game against Evanston, a team that's struggled. They're young, they're scrappy, but win-loss column, they've struggled. What do you know about Evanston, and what kind of an opportunity is this for your team here today with a team that's down a little bit right now?
Well, it's a great game to play after a game that last night we played well in spurts, but we haven't got four quarters for a while, so we will get that tonight. This team does not handle the ball well. They don't shoot the ball well. They don't defend well. They're just a young team that is, starting to make their way to the top. I know that Bubba O'Neill, the athletic director, has hired some good coaches who understand these young players, and so they'll recover.
We've talked a lot about some of the superstars on this team, Paisley and Weetu and Taylin. Their points are going to be there. Savannah, though, just kind of goes quietly unnoticed a little bit. She's aggressive on defense. I thought she had a great game yesterday.
Yeah, I totally agree, and I tell her that too. Her speed is hard to guard. And so when she gets that opportunity, you hear me all the time, go, go. We have to push the floor. And when she's leading the break, good things happen for us because she is so quick.
You talk a lot about the energy and the passion this group has. I know more wins are coming for you, but what's this group of girls like off the court? Seems like they all get along pretty well.
They do. They get along great. You know, we were sitting in the stands today, and I go around and I talk to all of them, and you know, I'm questioning them and looking at them, and you know, it's just, you know, I had a chance to sit down with Paisley a little bit, and we discussed the last 4 years because now she's a senior, and you know, she's going to be moving on here soon, and you know, it's I feel for them. You know, I look at where they've come from and what they've dealt with since they were even in junior high here, and we've got to find a way to build this program. And we've got to build it from 4th, 5th, and 6th grade. It's got to start there. We got to get these kids traveling and playing in tournaments. They've got to learn how to win. You know, I look in their eyes and I feel for them because so many times their eyes tear up, and you know, they want to be better. They want to have a better high school career. And so right now, all we do is take game to game, and we just continue to fight. That's what I keep telling them. We got to continue to fight.
Definitely. All right, Coach, appreciate it as always. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Mike Bosner joining us on the Porter's Tailgate Show. Always appreciate his time. And, you know, you look at this Riverton team, 3-15, and they haven't been pleased with their win-loss column. But you certainly don't see that when you see the energy and the want to from this team. They, like Coach Bosner said, after some tough losses, have had tears in their eyes. They want to improve. They want these wins. They want to get better. And same kind of story for the Evanston ladies, 1-16 on the year. A lot of young kids will be in the lineup for Evanston tonight. So both of these teams with an opportunity here in front of them to feel a little bit better about themselves headed in to the most important time of the year. Coming up here in just a moment, we're going to get your national anthem, so we're going to wait as close to that as possible, and then we'll take a break. Starting lineups coming up here in just a few moments, and of course the opening tip. We will be just over half an hour behind here from Evanston High School, filling in nicely at EHS. Had a big varsity crowd, but the JV crowd, but the boys played in a gym across town, so a lot of those folks starting to come over now. Let's take a break. The starting lineups, the opening tip-off coming up after this. Lady Wolverine basketball on 105.1 Jack FM and streaming video on County 10's YouTube channel.
I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? You're the one who needs help.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
Welcome you back into the Porter's Tailgate Show. Thanks again to Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, letting us count you down to tip-off here. Starting lineups are being introduced to the Evanston faithful. Let's start with the visitors, the Lady Wolverines under the first-year head coach Mike Bosner. They look like this. Number 1 is Taylin Leesburg. Leesburg, a sophomore, averaging 4.8 points per game. Number 2 is Savannah Morton. Morton, a senior, 2 points per ball game. The defensive leader of this team, also a soccer standout against Savannah Morton. Number 11 is We2 Cloudhorse. Cloudhorse is a senior, averaging 7.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per contest. Number 13 is senior Haley Engstrom. Coach Bosner calls her the Bulldog. She leads the team in rebounds, 7.5 boards per game, 5 points per contest. And number 21 is Paisley Jackson. Paisley, a senior, leads this team in scoring at 14.5 points per game. A spirited PA announcer and a ruckus Evanston student section in front of us cheering on their starters under first-year head coach Roy Barker. They look like this. Number 2 is Emma Lonsway. Lonsway, a sophomore. She leads the team in scoring at 5.2 points per game. Number 3 is Braylon Morrison. Morrison, a sophomore, 2.2 points per contest. Number 10, JC Bardsley. Bardsley, 4.5 points a game. Number 31 is Ryan Debenham. Debenham, a senior, averaging 1.3 points per game. And number 42 is Emma Fessler. Fessler, a sophomore, averaging 1.4 points per game. So you get 2 seniors, 2 seniors and 3 sophomores in the starting lineup. Was chatting with Elon Olive, the Evanston radio guy, who said you're going to see a lot of minutes from a couple of freshmen off a bench. They like this senior class in Evanston. Just going to take a while for them to kind of gel together as they get more experience. We2 Cloudhorse is in the jump center circle. She'll go opposite Ryan Debenham. Evanston in their home white uniforms trimmed in red and black. Evanston written across the front in red with black numerals. Riverton in the away black uniforms. I like these all black unis Riverton's got, trimmed in white and cardinal red. White lettering, white numbers. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson is our fantastic camera operator. Glad you are spending part of your Saturday afternoon with us. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard on your screen on County 10's YouTube channel, and the ball is in the air. We are underway 38 minutes after the expected tip-off time. Cloudhorse controls the tip, knocks it in backcourt to Savannah Morton. Jackson holds it at the top. Paisley finds Leesburg, and she's immediately pushed and fouled. JC Bardsley picks up the first personal of the ball game 12 seconds in. Got the Evanston student body in front of us, and 5 or 6 rows of standing kids will be at the bottom of your screen. I'm screened from a little bit as well as Paisley Jackson is going to knock down a long 2-pointer to start the ball game from the right side. Paisley with the first points of the contest. Always good news for Riverton fans if she's contributing. Dribble drive by Bardsley, lose the handle. Good defense by Riverton. Cloudhorse grabbed it, but is out of bounds on the baseline. So it'll go right back to Evanston as Bardsley will trigger it in under and to the right of her own hoop. Now she's going to be waved out, and Braylon Morrison, the sophomore, will come send it in for the Lady Red Devils. She sends it right to Debenham. Debenham around to Bardsley. Three-point attempt by Morrison is no good off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, though, by Debenham, and she'll have it stripped out of her hands. Cloudhorse with some good defensive pressure. Reload to Morton. Savannah will work it up the floor and give it to Leesburg. Taylin used a screen from Cloudhorse, lost the handle for a second, retreats and grabs it near midcourt. Ball knocked into Paisley Jackson's hands and then spun around to Savannah Morton. Morton will hand to Leesburg. Taylin dribbles into the paint, put up a shot that does not drop. Cloudhorse is there for the rebound, can't get it to go. Engstrom grabs the rebound for a second and then loses it, and Lonsway will take it away for the Lady Red Devils. We've played a minute and a half. It's 2-0 Lady Wolverines until Braylon Morrison knocks down a three-pointer. Evanston's first points of the ball game. Morrison, who averages 2.2 points per game, has already beaten that average with a three-pointer. Here's Morton on the left side. Evanston back in a 2-3 matchup zone. Entry pass to the paint is knocked away, saved by Engstrom, and then ultimately Fessler is going to steal it anyway. Fessler, big jump stop, doesn't normally handle it coming up the court. Will give it up to Lonsway. Fessler straight away at the top. Now Lonsway wing it around to Bardsley. She'll try a three. That's no good, too strong. And Morrison grabs the rebound, is fouled on the way back up by Paisley. 3-2, Evanston Ladies lead with 5:52 remaining first quarter, and a pair of free throws on the way for Braylon Morrison. Braylon, a 50% free thrower, will knock down the first one. And it toes the mark again. Second one is on the way. That's no good. Too strong. Cloudhorse is fouled over the back on the rebound attempt by Bardsley. That's JC's second. So JC Bardsley, one of their senior leaders, is going to take an early seat on the bench. Violet Cook is going to check in. We're also going to get Anna Lee West, one of the freshmen that puts a lot of time into the varsity lineup. I want to thank Elon Olive, the My Local Radio Evanston broadcaster, for helping us out here today. He does a fantastic job, the voice of the Red Devils. Here's Leesburg on the dribble drive, split the defenders, threw it to Engstrom. Haley did a great job adjusting and coming to that ball, and she's fouled on the floor. It's going to be the first personal on Braylon Morrison. Morrison's got all four Evanston points here early on, a three-pointer and 1 or 2 from the free throw line. Leesburg corner three is good. Taylin Leesburg gives Riverton the lead back. Lady Wolverines coming off of a 20-point loss at Green River last night. Ball kicked out of bounds off of Cloudhorse. Stays Evanston under their own hoop. Both Paisley and Wheatu were in double digits. I thought Savannah Morton had a great game. We gave her the Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game last night. Made so many things happen defensively, hit a couple of shots. Feed the paints. That's Anna Lee West, the freshman off the glass, got it. She made a nice move on her defender, and she will make us trade leads for a third time. Evanston takes back over 6-5 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Ball knocked out of bounds in the Riverton front court. Stays with the Lady Wolverines. Boys version of this matchup again coming up after this. Both teams on the boys side are 9-9 right now, jockeying for 4A position. Not a quad game here as Leesburg spots up for another three. That's no good. Hard off the back of the rim. Rebound tips off a couple of players, and Jackson grabs it to keep it alive for Riverton. She'll give it to Leesburg, who slices through the lane, in and out. No good. Really nice find by Paisley as Leesburg was free in the paint. Unfortunately, shot didn't drop for her, and fouled in backcourt is Emma Lonsway. That is the first personal on Tay Lynn. And the second team foul on Riverton. 4:29 to play first quarter. Evanston with a 1-point lead. Emma beat up by Morton as soon as she gets across midcourt. She'll hand back to Fessler. Emmy, a sophomore. I know just one win on the season, not what Evanston wants, but if you're a Lady Red Devil fan, I would think that you'd probably feel pretty good about maybe a year or two from now with so much playing time for freshmen and sophomores. And Riverton has a lot of senior productivity, but Coach Bosner and I talked about that sophomore class again that I feel like I mention every broadcast, and that ball is off of West here, out of bounds. And he's really excited about that class too. That features Taylor and Leesburg, of course, in the starting lineup, but then Timbri Mathill, Tatum Tyra off the bench. And unfortunately, we saw Lexi Taylor get hurt in the JV game, but she is also a productive sophomore on the varsity roster. She's on the bench with crutches and a brace on what looks like her knee. I know it was a lower leg injury. They had to kind of bring the training table out and wheel her off in the JV game. Leesburg corner three again. Taylin from the exact same spot she hit the last one, buries it, and she has improved shooting-wise exponentially every single game from the outside, and taking a little bit of pressure off of Paisley, and we too. Timeout taken by Coach Barker and Evanston, their first of the ball game. Readjust to some things here during the feeling out process of the first few minutes of this contest. But Taylin Leesburg with triples, two of them, and she leads the Lady Wolverines with 6. Paisley Jackson's got the other 2, and Riverton on top of Evanston here early on, 8-6. Welcome those of you on our YouTube channel. Feel free to weigh in with your comments. Drop us a line. Let us know where you're viewing from. Always appreciate our audience there, and we love interacting with you. My favorite thing is you can make fun of the play-by-play guy. If I mispronounce names or say something that's inaccurate, please let me hear about it. Chat box. Jason wants you to give me grief on the chat too. He appreciates that, so feel free to weigh in there. Evanston basketball. Riverton settles back into their zone. Morton with a quick defensive play. Knock it out of bounds. Stays with the Lady Red Devils. They'll feed the post west turnaround from the left block. 2 is no good, and Cloud Horse will clear the glass. Here comes Riverton. Leesburg from that point guard position. Beat up by Violet Cook. Will dribble it to the corner and now give it to Morton up top. Morton hit by a dribble, crossover, and give it to Jackson. Jackson off a screen, goes right side outside to Taylin. Leesburg dribbles to just inside the elbow, put up a shot off glass that doesn't go. Engstrom fights for the rebound, and a push foul underneath is going to be whistled to Evanston. Haley Engstrom with a really good effort. She had 2 Evanston girls that were closer to the basketball. She hung in there long enough and got the majority of the possession, and then got kind of hip checked. And that was the first foul on Emmy Fessler. 4th team foul on the Lady Red Devils. Here's Paisley for 3 out of the inbound. Good. Paisley Jackson with 5. 3rd triple of the ball game for the Lady Wolverines. 11-6 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 2.5 minutes remaining first quarter action. There's a trap at the top from Riverton. They'll get it to West. Evanston's got numbers now if they can scurry back. Riverton does a nice job getting back defensively. Fessler will try a 3. That's no good. Rebound comes away to Evanston, kept alive by Dannon Kohler, who's just checked in. Kohler, a sophomore, ball on the floor now. 4 girls dive on it. 2 for each team. Jump ball. Possession arrow favors Evanston. Nice day here in southwest Wyoming. A little bit of breeze, but we did not wake up to the snow that I'm told Fremont County woke up to. A few inches of snow across County 10, and I think looks like gradually thawing out as we get a little bit more daylight. Slick spots, though, if you're traveling around central Wyoming. Do be careful out there. Here's Lonsway. She'll try a three. That's no good. Too short. And Engstrom grabs the rebound and then is tied up. Boy, I thought they might get a foul on Emma Lonsway, but they'll say she got just enough of the ball to tie Engstrom up. Possession arrow Riverton's this time. Another nice rebound by Haley. Here's Jackson. She'll get it underneath to Cloudhorse and knocked away out of bounds. Stays with Riverton. I know Riverton was here 2 years ago. For me personally, my first game broadcasting from Evanston's gym. We were here for football season across the way at the football field. Tie up underneath. We'll send it back to the Lady Red Devils. .140 remaining first quarter. Riverton on top here early on, 11-6. They've hit 3 3-pointers. Taylon Leesburg's got 2. Paisley Jackson with one of them at the top. Emma Lonsway holds it. She's got Tatum Tyra on her defensively. Tatum has just checked in. In the corner, Fessler, 3 is way over the rim, no good. And Engstrom again. Who else? Haley cleaning up the rebounds on both sides. Leesburg at the top. Signals for a screen. We'll dribble it to the right corner. Now switch hands and dribble it all the way back up top. Hand it off to Paisley Jackson. Paisley lob for Tyra. Tyra way in deep is going to travel with it. Tatum was under the basket, and she was either going to keep traveling with it or be out of bounds. That lob was just a little too much. But I like, from a thought process, Riverton looking to the paints. Lady Wolverines in there 1-3-1 defensively, by the way. Love to trap, a lot of aggressiveness. Things like this happen, though. Wide open 3. Violet Cook is not going to drop, and rebound somehow comes all the way back out to her. Violet reloads to Lonsway. Now Morrison has an open 3. That hits the top of the backboard, and they're going to let him keep playing. Violet Cook has it way up top. Evanston's going to get a third chance here with under 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Here's Morrison again for 3. That one off the back of the rim. It's a 4th chance, a 5th chance now for Evanston off another miss. And a foul finally on Riverton. Morrison got the rebound that time and is fouled on the floor. I still don't know who they gave that to. And they haven't. Oh, it's on Engstrom. Haley's first. Third team foul. 13 seconds in the quarter now. Lonsway from the top. That's no good. Too strong. Another offensive rebound. Putback is no good by Cook. Fight for the rebound, and Leesburg is finally going to grab it. And then immediately a held ball will send it to Riverton with 4.4 seconds in the quarter. So just 4 seconds, the length of the floor to go here for the Lady Wolverines. Paisley Jackson will lob it to Engstrom. Does Engstrom see the time? She'll give it to Leesburg. Underneath to Tyra. Can't get it to go at the buzzer. And after one, it's Riverton 11, Evanston 6. Let's take a quick 1-minute timeout. We're back with quarter number 2. Lady Wolverine basketball on 105.1 Jack FM and County 10's YouTube channel.
Looking for an upgrade to your vehicle? Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Watch the Wolverines on the County 10 YouTube page.
After I sent you to break, they whistled a foul on the Tatum-Tyra shot, and Tatum got 2 free throws, knocked them both in. So at the end of one, give Riverton 2 more points. They are up 13-6 now on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Apologies for missing that. I didn't see the foul call at all, but that's what they signaled after the shot, and Tyra shooting 100% in this game from the free throw line. Paisley Jackson with 5 points, Taylon Leesburg with 6, leading the way for Riverton here early on. It is Evanston basketball to start quarter number 2. Morrison holds it left side outside. She'll give it to Cook. They'll try a little inside-outside game. Lawn's way around to Morrison. Good ball movement by the Lady Red Devils. Shot by Morrison for 2 is no good. And Paisley Jackson will clear it away for Riverton. Lady Wolverines on the run. It's a fight for the basketball in the corner and ultimately going to be taken right away by Debenham. Ryan grabs it. One of the 3 seniors listed for Evanston. We've seen 2 of them in the ballgame so far. Morrison to Lawn's way, and now to a cutting Cassie Barker. Barker can't get it to drop, taken away from Riverton. Paisley Jackson tried to baseball pass it to Engstrom. Big collision. Haley goes down hard. She collided with Debenham. They both tried to go for the basketball. Neither one came up with it, and they ran right into each other. Haley is going to come to her feet, is hunched over and shaken up a little bit. She's going to have Coach Bosner out there and one of the Evanston trainers, and they're going to get her a sub. She looks okay, but just took a big collision. Leesburg is going to come in. I see a Lady Wolverine suited up that I haven't seen before on the varsity lineup. Is Wee2 right out of the inbound in the paint for 2. She's got it. That's Wee2's first bucket. After she put up double digits last night against Green River, gets into the scoring column. Riverton's lead goes 15-6, but it's answered by Braylon Morrison. Morrison with a 2 from the right side. And Morrison has 6 of Evanston's 8. Morton go underneath to Tyra. She's wide open, pushed from behind. There was really nothing that Cassie Barker could do. She had Tyra wide open on the right side block and just gave up the foul and hoping that Tyra can't hit a free throw to make it worth her foul. That's the second team foul of the quarter on Evanston, by the way. Tatum hit a couple of free throws a moment ago. She misses the first, though. Tatum with 1 more will look to put her team up by 8. Lets it fly, and front rim no good. Wee2 battling for the rebound on the floor and finally taken away by Fessler. Here comes Evanston in transition. Fessler quickly hurries it up the floor. Give it to Emma Lonsway. Emma has Leesburg on her defensively. 1-3-1 zone from the Lady Wolverines most of the contest here, and I believe they're still in it as they're kind of scattered now. 3 at the top. No good by Fessler, and Tyra gets the long rebound. Riverton up by 7, 15-8. 2 minutes gone by here in quarter number 2. Here's Morton, gets past her defender. She tries a long 2. That's no good. Goes sky high off the back of the rim. Fight for the rebound and a foul, I believe, on Tatum underneath as she got tangled up with Violet Cook. That'll be the first on Tatum. And Riverton's first team foul here of the second quarter. Lonsway will jog it up the floor. Riverton may have switched to a 2-3 look, more conventional zone here to start the second quarter. I like that they're pulling out some different looks as the season goes along. Here's an errant pass that was intended for Lonsway, goes into the Riverton bench instead. And RHS will get the ball back. I got to figure out who number 33 is on the Lady Wolverine roster. It could be just a jersey switch. But I do see a 33 on that bench. I'll try to hustle it down for you. If you're watching on our YouTube channel and know who that is, feel free to drop it into the chat box. I appreciate all the help I can get. Jackson looking for Engstrom in the paint. Pass is deflected and taken away. Barker in the paint. Turnaround hand back to Lonsway. Lonsway waits for her teammates. Now give it to Cook. Right side two is no good. Leesburg in deep. Tiptoes the baseline. Hangs on to the rebound. Now it's poked away from her, and Violet Cook takes it back for Evanston. Stuck at 15-8, Evanston reloads. Down the lane is Barker, fouled on a shot attempt, and Cassie, a freshman, is going to go shoot twice. That's on Tyra again, so the last two fouls on Tatum. Cassie, a 49% free thrower on the season, knocks down the first one. One more coming up here for Barker. Thanks to Sutherland's in Riverton making these broadcasts possible. They've got everything you need for all your home improvement projects at Sutherland's, North Federal Boulevard in Riverton. Barker knocks them both in, and Evanston right now has made it a 5-point deficit, 15-10. Riverton's ladies out in front. We're inside of 5 minutes to play in the first half. Foul on the floor on the Lady Red Devils goes against Lonsway. That is Emma's first, team foul 3. Leesburg gives it to Engstrom, wide open under the bucket, lay it up and in. Good job by Leesburg to find her. And Coach Barker wants another timeout. So 4:46 remaining second quarter action. Lady Wolverines on top of Evanston 17-10. We're going to be back at it quickly. Next Tuesday we have games at Kelly Walsh High School. Initially that was scheduled on a Tuesday, but they moved it quite a while ago to Tuesday. So next week your basketball schedule has a Tuesday game and then a Thursday home game. The game next Thursday will be against Rock Springs at Wolverine Gym, and that'll be the final opportunity to watch a home game for Riverton's girls and boys, senior night. And then pretty much after that, it's just a doubleheader at Cody, and then we're off to regionals. So slowly, a lot of basketball this month, but as you look ahead the next couple of weeks, kind of coming to an end in the regular season. Deflection by Engstrom out of the timeout. Leesburg will take it away. Riverton gets the basketball right back, up by 7, looking for more. Engstrom at the free throw line, gives it to Morton up top, and now way up top to Leesburg. She'll take it to the dribble, defended by Cook. At the free throw line is Engstrom, pivot around, give it to Cloudhorse. Cloudhorse lose the handle, ball on the floor, and it's taken away by Morrison. Evanston fans wanted a foul in backcourt, some contact, nothing called. Cook, circle around up top, stares into the Riverton zone defense, and now they'll slow things up. Cook around to Lonsway. Lonsway open for 3. She'll pull the trigger. Can't get it to go. An offensive rebound by Barker. Put back is no good. Third chance is going to drop for Evanston as Fessler gets it to go. That is Fessler's first bucket of the contest. And Evanston, with still 3.5 to play second quarter, already has outscored their total from last night against Cody. They lost 70-11 last night. 2 misses from Engstrom, gets her own rebound, and Jackson will be pushed and fouled on a shot attempt from the right side. So Paisley, Riverton's best free thrower percentage-wise, gets 2. 4th team foul on the Red Devils. That is the 2nd on Braylon Morrison. Paisley's first is on the way, front of the rim, no good.
Checking in for the Lady Red Devils, number 31, Ryan Tellinger.
I want to say hello to Justice, watching from Rapid City, and Sherry, not to disagree with you, but Coach Bosner told me himself it was Bosner, not Bosner, so if it is Bosner, I apologize, but I called him Bosner the first couple of games, and Sherry, I'm sure you would know as well, but he told me Boz a couple of games into the season, so that's what I've ran with. If it is Bosner, I apologize. He hasn't objected to the Bosner thing. Didn't when I called him Bosner either. Off of the inbound three from Paisley is good. Paisley Jackson will knock it down. She's got 8, including 2 3-pointers. 20-12 is the score with 3 minutes exactly remaining in the first half. Here's a steal by Leesburg, taken away by Morton, and a timeout asked for by Coach Mike. How about I just call him Mike? That's the first Riverton timeout. 2:55 remaining second quarter. It is Riverton on top of the Lady Red Devils, 20-12. Say congratulations to Riverton High School's wrestling team. They picked up a dual win on Thursday against Lander, 45-24. They're off to regionals next weekend, and they get to do that in the friendly surroundings of Riverton High School. They'll be at home. 3A West Regional Wrestling Tournament next weekend right there, so wish the wrestling team good luck. And then boys swimmers had their last chance meet on Thursday with Lander competing at the Riverton Aquatic Center. Boys swimming state championship will be in Laramie this next week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday event for the 2 different classes of boys swimmers. So wishing the Wolverines good luck all over the board here as winter sports slowly starting to come to a conclusion for a few of them. Leesburg looks to the paint. Her pass is deflected, taken away off of Fessler. Fessler will hand back to Maddie. Maddie, long shot, bounces around, can't get it to go. First shot of the ball game for Maddie is no good. Paisley will clear it away. Lady Wolverines with that 8-point advantage on the run. Here's Cloud Horse. We too backing in. 360. Can't get it to drop from the right side block. Loose ball gathered in by Leesburg. She'll put it up in the paint. That shot's no good. And rebound by Fessler, taken away by Evanston. 2 minutes to play in the half. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by YDOT is coming up. We'll give you a quick look at individual scoring numbers, and then we'll be on to a little preview of the boys game, which is still to come this afternoon. In the corner, Morrison, and back to Brown. Brown reload way up top, Violet Cook, and now Fessler dribble it around at the top of the key. Fessler, Cook, stop at the left side elbow, long 2 is not going to drop. Rebound, pinballs off a Lady Wolverine and goes out of bounds.
Checking in for the Lady Red Devils, number 45, Tessa Parker, and for the Lady Wolverines, number 33.
Fessler looking in the corner. We'll lob it up top to Barker. Barker goes right past 2 defenders. Can't get the shot to go. Clanks off the side of the backboard. We too, nice position for the rebound. Gets it and is immediately fouled. That's the first personal on Cassie Barker. And that is the 5th Lady Red Devil foul, so we should be going to the other end to shoot. They will walk the other direction. Roy Barker chatting with an official about something that he looks like he disagrees with. Cloud Horse is going to shoot twice. We2's got 2 points on the afternoon so far. Cannot hit the first one. Bounces off the left side of the rim. One more attempt here for We2. That one is short, no good, and Morrison will take it away for the Lady Red Devils. In transition, Morrison give it up to Maddie Brown. Maddie lose the handle for a second. Good defensive pressure by the Lady Wolverines, and a traveling violation on Maddie ultimately. I don't know if I'll be able to confirm with anybody on the opposite side of the gym who 33 is on the Lady Wolverines, but I have not seen her. She's not in either of my programs, so if you recognize her, she is now out there on the floor for Riverton High School. Feel free to drop that into the chat section on County 10's YouTube channel. 3 is up and good. Braylon Morrison knock it down. Braylon having a nice ball game for the Lady Red Devils. She's got 9 points, and Evanston closes the deficit to 5. 20-15. Riverton still out in front. We've got 30 seconds to play in the first half. Paisley holds it at the top, has it poked away and taken away. Morrison and Jackson one-on-one to the rim, off glass, can't get it to go, and Paisley gives up the foul though. So Paisley Jackson will pick up the personal, and that's going to send Braylon Morrison to the line. Morrison with a really nice defensive play and got to the rim quickly. Paisley's second foul of the contest. First free throw is short by Morrison, and the sophomore will have one more attempt. 21.9 seconds remaining second quarter. Evanston High School gym continues to fill up. We're on the track that surrounds the building, and Jason and I feel very popular with people all around us. Shot is no good from Morrison. 15 seconds remaining in the half as Martin walks it up the floor, double dribbles.
Turnover for Lady Red Devil basketball.
Said, my bad. She was looking to the paint, picked up the dribble, then put it right back on the floor. So Lady Red Devils take over. Cook at the top as it poked away. Maddie Brown right near the midcourt stripe now, and she's slapped and fouled by Savannah Morton. Morton's first. Ball out of bounds to Evanston with 7.8 seconds remaining in the quarter. McKay give it to Barker, and it's taken away by Leesburg with 1 second. Half court heave is no good off the backboard. Did a nice job of getting it there. I thought when it left her hands it may have had a chance, but a little too strong for Taylin Leesburg. So we have reached the intermission. Score at halftime is Riverton 20, Evanston 15. A little bit of a run there offensively for Evanston, and a couple of nice defensive stops for the Lady Red Devils as we head into the locker room and the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Coming up at the intermission, we will take a look at first half individual scoring numbers. We'll also preview the boys game here as they await the Evanston dance team to perform. They'll shoot around here in a little bit, and we'll run down some stats about that one. We've also got a look at the Fremont County scoreboard from last night, and we'll set up some of the games of interest from today to look forward to here as I've got stat issues that I'll take a look at here at halftime as my stat sheet may or may not work for the halftime show. It'll be a mystery. Come on back and you'll see if I can bring you stats or not. We'll leave you with that cliffhanger. Riverton 20, Evanston 15. I know that for sure. And we'll take a break here. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show coming up. You are watching the Lady Wolverines on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Kane and Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we've got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose WyoGlass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
Welcome you into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation, reminding you to buckle that seatbelt every trip, every time. It's a simple message: seatbelts save lives. No matter how far or short your drive across Wyoming is, buckle up for life, Wyoming. And also a quick reminder from the Wyoming Department of Transportation, with Super Bowl weekend here, the DUI task force going to be out there again looking for drunk and impaired drivers tonight, and tomorrow they'll be out there looking for impaired drivers. And a quick reminder to always designate a sober driver if your plans involve alcohol. We appreciate the DUI task force in Fremont County doing what they do, and the Wyoming Department of Transportation. By the way, I want to thank the awesome folks weighing in on our YouTube feed at county10.com. They identified the mystery player for me. It's Cammie Paskett who returns. She had a tonsillectomy a few days ago, missed a couple of games, and apparently comes back with a new jersey. I had her as number 12, I think, before, and she's wearing 33 here in this one. So that was my confusion. My bad there. Didn't recognize her right away, but want to thank both Mackenzie and Sherry weighing in on our YouTube chat, identifying that player for me. By the way, Riverton's on top here at the break, 20-15. Let's take a look at first half individual scoring numbers. First for the Evanston ladies, Braylon Morrison having a heck of a ball game. She's a sophomore that averages just 2.2 points per game. She's already got 9 in this one, including 2 3-pointers. Then Emma Lonsway, Emmy Fessler, and Cassie Barker each have 2 points apiece. So it's kind of been the Braylon Morrison show offensively for Evanston. Lady Wolverines a little bit more balanced. Paisley Jackson leads the way with 8. She's got 2 3-pointers. Taylin Leesburg has 6 off of 2 3-pointers. And then Tatum Tyra has 2 free throws. We2 Cloudhorse has 2 points on a field goal. And that's where we are here at the break. 20-15, Riverton's ladies on top of Evanston. Got the boys version of this matchup coming up after 2 more quarters of girls basketball, and expecting a really fun game. Both Riverton and Evanston enter at 9-9. And they're coming off of wins, too. Yesterday, Evanston Actually, Evanston lost yesterday, I should say. They lost to Cody 44-37. Riverton coming off of a win 69-54 against Green River. So Coach Sheets talked with him after the game, and basically he knows they're going to have to be road warriors. He doesn't mind being on the road, doesn't mind coming to some of these more hostile environments. Obviously, he'd rather play in front of the home fans a little bit more in the month of February if that was an option. But Coach Sheets very good about saying you play the hand you're dealt, and they were dealt a lot of road trips this month. They again have the back-to-back here on the road. They'll go to Kelly Walsh on Tuesday. Got to go to Cody the week after that, and the last home game for Riverton boys and girls basketball is next Thursday as they host Rock Springs. Again, this is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show made possible by the Wyoming Department of Transportation. Let's take a look at your Fremont County basketball scoreboard. There was a lot of basketball across County 10 last night. Let's take a look at some girls finals first. Again, it was Green River over Riverton 70-50. Wyoming Indian knocked off Kemmer, really turned up some defensive pressure. Looked like 50-11. Wyoming Indian ladies victorious. Wind River ladies knocked off their rival Shoshone 58-27. Big Piney girls got the better of St. Stephen's 59-38 and was Riverside over DuBois 51-24. Boys results yesterday, we just mentioned Riverton knocked off Green River 69-54. Wyoming Indian would survive a tough game with Kemmer 55-52. Big Piney beat St. Stephen's 69-41. Shoshone downs Wind River 61-57. And that rivalry game, interesting result there, was Riverside over DuBois 66-45. Lander is hosting Pinedale this afternoon. Matt Myers has that for you on the County 10 Sports Network. Double check and see if that game's underway. Looks like they've got their broadcast going, so if you want to navigate over and check that out at all. Big Piney is at Wyoming Indian today. Kemmer is at St. Stephen's. Wind River is on the road to Grable. Rocky Mountains at Shoshone. DuBois goes to Burlington. Luckily, looks like those road conditions holding out for most of the games to take place today after we woke up to some snow in Fremont County. At the half, Riverton 20, Evanston 15. We'll start half number 2 in 60 seconds. This has been the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Second half is on the way on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Find more Fremont County sports coverage on the County 10 Sports Podcast.
Welcome you back into Evanston High School. Jared Anderson, Jason Peterson with you. Third quarter set to begin. It is Savannah Morton, Taylin Leesburg, Paisley Jackson, Haley Engstrom, Uitsu Cloudhorse, the original starters on the floor for Riverton. Emma Lonsway, Braylon Morrison, J.C. Bardsley, Ryan Debenham, and Emmy Fessler start for Lady Red Devils, and as soon as the ball's inbounded, we've got a foul on Taylin Leesburg, so it didn't take long for the first whistle of the third quarter. Taylin's second personal as Evanston holds it for the first possession here of the third quarter. Riverton back in his zone, trying to decipher what kind of zone as they knock it out of bounds. That's half of Evanston last, they'll say. I've got 5 rows of Evanston students, so I can't see anything on this side of the courts right in front. And I'm guessing on the screen you may not be able to either. Lob underneath for Cloud Horse. She's fouled from the left side in the paint. We too is going to step to the line again. So we've played 29 seconds here in the third quarter. Both teams with a foul. That personal went against Emmy Fessler, her third. And We two's first free throw is good. Cloud Horse now 1 of 3 at the line this afternoon. Second for Cloud Horse, rattles out, stays out, but Engstrom is there to keep it alive for the Lady Wolverines. Then it's muscled away, exchanges hands a couple of times, ball's on the floor, and Morton is going to come away with it somehow. Morton to Cloud Horse, a lot of contact, offensive foul on We Two as she collides with Ryan Debenham. And Cloud Horse picks up her first. 6-point Lady Wolverine advantage. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard has them up 21-15. Riverton has led most of the ball game. There were 3 lead changes early on. Here's a Cloud Horse steal. They threw it right to her. We Two dribbles into the front court, waits for her teammates, and she'll give it to Leesburg. 3 lead changes early on, then Riverton settled into the lead and hasn't relinquished it. Here's Cloud Horse underneath, got it to go. Cloud Horse has the first 3 points of the third quarter for RHS. Lonsway will get it to Fessler. Fessler looking left side for Morrison, who reloads to Lonsway. 3 from the top is no good, and Cloud Horse will add a rebound to her third quarter stats. Right side, Paisley Jackson squares to the basket. Paisley, aggressive defense from Morrison, gets past her. Now Cloud Horse, right side elbow, shot no good, too strong. Leesburg there for the rebound. Tough shot contested. Didn't get the first one. Fought for the rebound, got it back, put it up and in. Taylin Leesburg has 8. Lady Wolverine lead is 10, 25-15. Again, we started this one exactly 38 minutes late, and there's an offensive foul on Evanston. I missed what happened there. Somebody walked in front of us here from our broadcast perspective, and maybe it's just ball out of bounds. Ball out of bounds to Riverton. Nobody charged with a foul on the scoreboard. Either a violation or turnover of some kind, at least. Morton reverse layup attempt is no good, and rebound cleared away by Fessler. Red Devils on the march again. 5.5 to play third quarter. Fessler at the top, left-hand dribble 2 times, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Paisley. Official down low said he didn't know who it went off of. Official up top said it stays Evanston ball. Lonsway will trigger it in, bounce pass to West. West shake off a defender, can't get the shot to go. Fight for it, goes out of bounds, and that's Riverton basketball. Annalie West wanted that one set. I think that stays with Evanston. The official pointed the other direction, though. Morton works it out of a midcourt trap, and they find Cloud Horse wide open under the bucket, lay it up and in. Paisley Jackson the assist. If it was hockey, Savannah Morton would get an assist too. Good ball movement. Foul on Savannah as Lonsway jump-stopped in the paint, went up with it. Morton got her across the arm. And Emma will shoot twice. They give that on Leesburg? They did. Taylin picks up her third. My apologies. I thought it was Morton that got her, but that's not the first time. I don't know what I'm talking about. Lonsway knocks the second one in, goes 1 of 2. She's got 3. That closes the deficit to 9. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Riverton 27, Evanston 16. 4:45 to play third quarter. Jackson spots up for 3 and knocks it in. Paisley Jackson's third triple of the ball game. Riverton's largest lead now, too, at 14. Brown. D'd up by Paskett. Lob to the paint. It's taken away by Engstrom. Engstrom looks to Morton. Paskett, right side. Put it on the floor, is kind of pushed off the ball, loses her balance, and Maddie Brown's going to take it away. Paskett hustles back to knock it out of bounds. Good to see Cami Paskett back in. She was producing quite a bunch of good moments, kind of that sixth player off the bench before she had to get a tonsillectomy, missed a couple of games, and looks ready to go here this evening. Shot missed twice by West. Evanston's going to get a third chance. Lonsway goes up. That's no good. How about a fourth chance and a foul as J.C. Bardsley gets knocked to the floor, and she'll walk to the free throw line. That's Tatum Tyra's third personal. First for JC is a swish. That is the first point of the afternoon for the Evanston senior. JC back up there, lets the second one fly after a long look at the basket. Front rim no good. Cloudhorse clears some space for the rebound, then right off of the hands of Morton. Morton reaches in and commits the foul. Savannah picks up her second. That's the fifth Riverton team foul of the quarter already. So with 3:59 to play in the third, Evanston's going to be shooting from here on out. Not what you need at all for Riverton. So Bardsley right back at the line after she went 1 of 2 just a moment ago. That long look at the basket. Free throw too strong this time. If you're tuning in expecting boys basketball, we started this one 38 minutes late, and we are still just midway through the third quarter. Bardsley's second is no good, too strong. Morton with the block out up top, had the shooter, and she gets the rebound. Engstrom zigs and zags at the top. Haley pivots around, and we'll find Cami Paskett left side outside. Paskett dribble it to the corner. Give it underneath to Cloudhorse, who's immediately checked and fouled. I'm dropping hockey terms right and left here. I mentioned the double hockey assist. Use the word check there. My Avalanche have lost the last 3 games, so maybe wishful thinking that they can put something together here soon. Engstrom under the Riverton basket, tried to go way up top to Morton. Her pass is stolen by Fessler, though, with the interception. Fessler, some trouble handling it. We'll get it to Morrison, though, in the paint. She's fouled, and Braylon is going to shoot twice. So Braylon Morrison to the line. Want to thank Red & Kane and Associates, cheering on the Wolverines and Lady Wolverines, your local tax professionals. Find them online at rivertoncpa.com. First free throw is going to hang on the rim forever and drop in there for Morrison finally. Braylon Morrison is the first Lady Red Devil of the game in double digits. She has 10 with one more free throw coming up, and she sinks it. And watching her today, kind of don't believe that she only averages 2.2 a game. Paskett holds it at the top. She'll hand back to Savannah Morton. Morton on the dribble up top. D'd up by Fessler. Now Jackson uses screen as she weaves at the top. Paskett go to the floor to gather it in, and she's fouled. J.C. Bardsley, the Evanston senior, fell to the ground and committed the foul that time. Insult to injury. Jackson will send it in the Riverton front court. Still an 11-point RHS advantage, 3:15 to play third quarter. It's 30-19. Riverton hoping for their 4th win on the season. Coming off a win just over a week ago against Jackson. First time Riverton won this year. Beat Rollins twice in December tournaments. Here's Paisley's spot up for 3. That's no good. Had space and uncharacteristically missed it. Morton hustles down the rebound. She'll try a long shot. That's no good. Another opportunity. Engstrom is knocked to the floor and fouled. Haley with the rebound and couldn't quite get it to go as she was falling over, but will shoot 2 times.
Engstrom flat 2-2.
Haley's first of 2 is no good, too strong. See Fessler check back in for the Lady Red Devils. Engstrom dribbles it. Lets shot number 2 go. That time it's short. And a couple of Lady Red Devils fight for the basketball. Take it away, Emma Lonsway. The sophomore pushes the tempo up the floor. Emma, give it to Fessler. Fessler will spot up 3 at the top. That's no good off to the left side. Cloud Horse there declared away. She's trapped along the baseline. Needs a break. Swatted out of her hands by Lonsway. May have actually been about the best thing that could have happened there for we two. Didn't have to burn a timeout. You didn't turn it over, just knocked out of bounds. Evanston sets up full court pressure, though, so we'll see how Riverton manages. Morton going to burn right past her defender across the time stripe. That's how Riverton manages. The elbow extended to Jackson. Paisley kind of came down awkwardly, lost her balance, and is fouled. They'll say Paisley shooting, doesn't matter. That's the 5th team foul. Both teams now in the bonus. And that was the first on Annalie West, or the second on Annalie, I should say. Paisley's first free throw, in and out, no good. So Riverton not shooting fantastically at the free throw stripe all game long, and could be a bit more lopsided if some of these were falling. Jackson back to the line, trying to put her team up by a dozen. Shot no good. They're going to give Paisley 3 shots. Is there a lane violation? There must have been a lane violation on the first one because there was no way that was a 3-point attempt. Jackson will hit the 3rd. She's got a dozen, and the Riverton lead is a dozen. 2:08 to play third quarter, 31-19. Riverton out in front of this contest. Loose pass. Leesburg is there, and it's knocked out of bounds by Lonsway into the Evanston bench. And Riverton gets the basketball back. Leesburg's got to inbound with the Evanston bench and Coach Roy Barker behind her. Barker, the 3rd coach in the last 3 years for this Evanston girls basketball program. They do not have any championships in girls basketball history here at Evanston High School. Have a few on the boys' side, but not the ladies' side yet. Foul on Evanston on the floor will send somebody to the line to shoot 2. It's Engstrom that's going to get the shots. And that was the 3rd personal on Annalie West. First is good. Haley knocks it down. Believe it or not, that is Haley's first point of the contest. She's been great, especially rebounding the basketball. Second is good. Riverton's lead back up to 14 now, 33-19. 1:47 to play third quarter. Brown, bounce pass it to the corner to Debenham. Ryan will stop and go to the free throw line to Barker. Barker back to Debenham. Her shot well short, knocked out of bounds, goes to Riverton. into a whole bunch of Evanston cheerleaders down there. Saw the dance team at halftime. That may have been the biggest attraction so far for Evanston fans. As soon as the dance team performed, there were about 50,000 people, it felt like, around Jason and I. Felt like we were on a busy airport concourse as shot missed by Riverton. Comes back away to Evanston as we trade possessions. Brown. Dribble it to the corner. Debenham now reload up top. Emma Lonsway. Free throw line they go to Barker. Barker spins around in the paint. Lose the handle. It's on the floor. Tie up. Possession arrow Riverton. And now it's 60 seconds to play in the quarter with J.C. Bardsley returning. Bardsley and Debenham, the seniors on this Evanston team. We do not see Eden Deet. It was listed on the varsity roster and is the third senior. There is one girl with a warm-up jersey on Evanston's bench. I don't know if that's Eden or somebody else, but only 3 seniors on the roster. Loose ball picked up by Lonsway. Lonsway, left-hand layup. The distance, got it. Emma Lonsway's got 5. First bucket in a little while for Evanston. Makes it a 12-point game. Jackson spots up 3. That's no good. And rebound hustled down by Emma in the corner. So Lonsway with the bucket one end, gets the rebound at the other end, and now pushes it into the Evanston front court here with under 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. At the free throw line, Barker will stop. Bounce pass to Bardsley. Reload to Lonsway. Lonsway spin it around to Morrison. She'll try a 3. That's well off the mark. Fight for the rebound with 3 seconds. Hucked up in the air, almost sort of underhand granny style, as Cassie Barker had a player with her arms around her hands. Coach Bosner saying, "Are you sure that was a shot?" And the official says, "Yes, we do." Picks up her personal, second personal. Barker knocks down the free throw. She is 3 of 3 at the line so far today. And she'll try to cut the Riverton lead to 10. Second free throw, no good. Engstrom the rebound, and that will take us to the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's Riverton 33, Evanston 22. Come on back for the final quarter with us. We get to it in 60 seconds on 105.1 Jack FM and streaming video coverage on County 10's YouTube channel.
This guy was driving way over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a lot over the speed limit. Look at the damage. This guy was going a little over the speed limit. Look at the damage.
RE/MAX All-Star Realtors are proud to sponsor sports across Fremont County for the 22-23 season. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors was founded in 1991 with the goal of doing real estate in a way that would make our clients' lives as easy and uninterrupted as possible. They've completed many transactions involving residential, commercial, vacant lots, farm and ranch, and investment properties, and can help you with any goal you might have regarding any of these today. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, 938 West Main Street, Riverton. See them online at remaxriverton.com.
Watch every RHS basketball game all season long on the County 10 YouTube page.
Lady Wolverines up by 11 to start the fourth quarter. They led 13-6 after 1, 20-15 at halftime. It is 33-22. Riverton out in front here as we start the fourth quarter. Jared Anderson here. Jason Peterson is our camera operator atop Evanston High School with the students right below us. And like I said, I don't know how many people this gym holds, but I think there are 50,000 people coming and going behind us in a very busy gym. I may be overestimating just a little bit. Savannah Morton is pushed and fouled. 27 seconds into the quarter, first foul. We saw a lot in the third quarter, and that's the 5th personal foul on J.C. Bardsley. So Bardsley going to have to check out. The senior finishes the contest with just 1 point. But you get that leadership removed from the floor if you're Evanston. Morton turned around and the ball was in her lap. She did a good job catching it. Give it to Leesburg in the lane. She's blocked. Barker knock it away. Up ahead to Fessler, who's fouled on a drive. Emmy Fessler is going to go shoot.
Fessler, the line of the Lady Red Devils shooting team.
Morton's third. First free throw for Fessler is good, make it a 10-point game. And the sophomore has one more. She fires it. That's no good off the right side. Hustled down by Engstrom. 10-point Riverton advantage as they settle into their half-court offense. Coach Bosner shouting out the instructions as he paces the sidelines. And back to Jackson. Jackson off-balance shot on a right side drive. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. I've said this like almost every game. It feels like Paisley spends so much time on the floor because she creates with those dribble drives, gets knocked around a lot, and always bounces right back up. If I got hit like that once, I would not bounce up for about a week and a half, I don't think. Lonsway's third personal. Paisley knocks the first one in. Jackson, the leading Riverton scorer with 13 and one more free throw right now. Hits that one too. We've played a minute in the fourth quarter. Still in the girls' game. Boys' game was supposed to start 15 minutes ago, so we'll be well behind for both of them this afternoon from Evanston High School. Like I mentioned earlier, pleasant couple of days down here, mostly sunny today, a little brisk in the morning, a little bit of breeze, but otherwise clear here, dry roads across Interstate 82. Shot no good, and Leesburg will clear it away for Riverton. Taylin on the march with it. Still slick in spots, most Fremont County areas. Here's Morton for three, right corner, no good, or right side of the top. Was not the corner at all. Rebound fought for, and Leesburg will muscle it away. Now she's in the corner. Left side, outside, Tyra has it on the dribble. Morton working on Lonsway. 2 versus 2. Give it to Jackson, off glass, too good. Paisley assist from Savannah. Fessler holds it at the top. Lonsway now in the corner. They go to Cook. Cook on the run. Tough shot with the left hand is no good. 2 players down. And Annalee West and Tatum Tyrell both bounce back up to their feet. Foul on Annalee West.
Checking in for the Lady Red Devils, number 45, Tessie Barker.
That's Annalee's 4th personal. So we've already seen one Lady Red Devil have to come out. J.C. Bardsley fouled out just a few seconds into the fourth quarter. Annalee West now with those 4 personals. Jackson fake left, go right, baseline, dribble drive, knocked to the floor, does not hit the shot. And West grabs the rebound. 5:25 to play in this contest. Coach Bosner likes to send some of his kids up in the event of a win. Here as Barker takes a timeout. Coach Barker.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have...
So if Riverton hangs on here in the next 5:16 or so, our Bailey Tire and Auto Service postgame show hopefully will feature a Lady Wolverine player or 2 before we get into a quick Porter's Tailgate show and make the transition into the boys game. And again, really looking forward to seeing how these boys teams stack up with each other. Both teams 9-9 so far on the season. Riverton feeling good after a win against Green River last night. Evanston was in a slugfest with Cody, kind of similar to the game Riverton had with them earlier. Came up a little bit short. Riverton's back at it next Tuesday in Casper. Jason and I make that trip over to Natrona County, and we'll have a couple of games from Kelly Walsh. Next Thursday, Riverton returns home. Would love to see a big senior night packed house. If you can come out and cheer on Lady Wolverines and Wolverines. Final time this year, they'll be at home. The only time this, well, I guess they played the first couple of days of February. I was going to say the only time this month, which is inaccurate. They started the month with Jackson and Star Valley. Evanston basketball out of the Coach Barker timeout at the free throw stripe. It's Anna Lee West, and official stops play. Near side official says something that a travel, I think. Again, I've got 4 rows of students in front of me, as you can see on the screen, so I can't see the official right in front of them. Violation of some kind through the hands of Paisley Jackson into the Riverton bench. Goes right back to Evanston. We've played 3 minutes of fourth quarter basketball. Riverton leads Evanston's ladies 37-23. I was talking with Elon Olive, the voice of the Evanston Red Devils, before this one, and we both agreed that the 4A West regional tournament in a couple of weeks in Green River is going to be really interesting. There's so many things that can happen. Shot in the paint is up and good by Morrison. Braylin now with 13 points to lead her team and makes it a 12-point game. Here's Cloud Horse left side. She'll take it on the drive. Off balance 2 in the paint is no good from her hip, and it's rebounded out quickly by Fessler. Fessler hands back to Lonsway, starts up the Evanston offense. Morrison, lob to the paint. West underneath, off glass, no good, and Cloud Horse. First half, we saw Engstrom with a lot of rebounds. Cloud Horse coming up big on the boards here in the second half. Coach Bosner wants a timeout, just his second timeout. We keep it right here again. 4:05 to play in the contest. Riverton on top of Evanston, 37-25. Just to follow up on the regional note, though, I was kind of looking at maybe projecting a few things, which is really hard to do with still 4 or 5 games remaining for everybody in the regular season. But I think there is a really good possibility that maybe on day 2 of the regional tournament, these Lady Wolverines might see this Evanston team again. And opportunities there, obviously, against a young Evanston team to push them into that Saturday game, which is what you want to get to ultimately, and have that win you're in, lose you're done game. And I think Riverton actually matches up pretty well with a handful of the 4A West teams. Kelly Walsh, for instance, they were defeated by Kelly Walsh earlier this year, but I don't think that would be a totally devastating matchup to see if you were to make it to Saturday for an opportunity to go to state. And who knows, maybe improve over the next few weeks, throw a few more wrinkles in, and we could see some interesting things down the stretch from the Lady Wolverines. They lead Evanston 37-25 inside of 4 minutes to play out of the timeout. Scoop a pass to Tyra that's stolen away. Ryan Debenham with the quick hands up ahead to Morrison. She has to go to the floor to get it. We'll gather it in. Now Fessler, corner 3, good. There's a big Evanston shot by Fessler. She now has 6 points. And all of a sudden, it's a single-digit ball game. A 9-point Riverton advantage, 3:28 to play, Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Here's Jackson, corner, open 2, and it's good. That's a big shot, I think, from Paisley Jackson, too, to answer the 3 with 2. You lose a point in that exchange, but it's big to squash some momentum there, make it an 11-point game as Evanston reloads. Open 3, corner, Fessler tries it again, can't get it. Rebound Lonsway, running a right-hander in the lane is no good. Another follow attempt by Barker, and she's fouled. Evanston has done a nice job on the offensive glass all game long. giving Riverton some fits on third, fourth chances. There was one exchange in the second quarter. I think there were maybe 7 chances for Evanston. First free throw is good. Cassie Barker has one more. She's got 4 points on the afternoon, all of them coming at the free throw line. Second free throw for Cassie. Lets it go. High arcing and gets it to drop. 39-30. The Riverton lead. 2:59 to play in regulation. Paisley is bumped and fouled in backcourt. Violet Cook picks up the personal. I believe that's just her first. It is. That is the 4th team foul on Evanston, though, so Riverton will be shooting from here on out. Morton has it in backcourt. She's got Morrison all over her defensively. Some assistance from a Leesburg screen. They'll get it to Jackson to break the 10-second count. Paisley picks up her dribble, looks to the corner to Engstrom, and it's swatted out of bounds by Barker. You guys on the YouTube chat keep telling me Bosner. I'm telling you that he told me himself it was Bosner. I'm going to believe you, though, because your last name is also Bosner. Engstrom gets the bucket to go, and she's fouled. Haley's first field goal of the ball game, an opportunity at the three-point play. I called him Bosner for the first 5 or 6 games of the season, then had him correct me to say Bosner. As Engstrom's free throw rims in and out, no good. An 11-point Riverton advantage, 2:33 remaining fourth quarter. Lawnsway, left side, outside Morrison. Snap a pass underneath to West. West is double teamed. Throw it away to Paisley Jackson. Big takeaway there for the Lady Wolverines as here comes Paisley across the time stripe. Jackson spins at the free throw lane. Nice move. Cannot hit the shot, though. Gets her own rebound. Reloads to Cloud Horse. We two on the move. Contested 2 from the right side is not going to drop. And Morrison will take away the rebound with 2 minutes remaining in the contest and an 11-point RHS advantage. Fessler tries the 3 and knocks it in. Every time it looks like Riverton wants to run away, it's a Fessler three-pointer this quarter. She has 9. And with 1:55 remaining, timeout on the floor. Gives us the opportunity to thank folks like Central Bank and Trust making this broadcast possible. Thanks to Tyler Watson at State Farm. And we also want to say thank you to Wyoming 4x4. Let's see if you can catch a t-shirt, Jason. T-shirts going into the crowd. Nope, not quite, not quite. Jason tried the 50-50 raffle at Green River last night. I was rooting for him there. He came up empty. He's empty on the t-shirt cannon toss as well. Good one here for the Lady Wolverines so far. Again, they've led basically the entire way. There were 3 lead changes early on in the first quarter. They led 13-6 at the end of 1, though. 20-15, they were up at the half. 33-22. Riverton with the advantage to start this quarter. And now with 1:55 remaining, it's a 41-33 game. Emmy Fessler has hit 2 3-pointers at pretty critical junctures here in the fourth quarter, just when it looks like Riverton's eking some momentum away. There's a turnover in backcourt. Leesburg, the inbound came to her, and on the baseline, we'll give it right back to Evanston. Coach Bosner wants a timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Boys basketball coming at you in just a little bit here as we'll run down a real quick Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Maybe joined by a Lady Wolverine or two here in the postgame show. And then we'll set the scene for the boys contest. Lonsway underneath the Evanston hoop with the lob, put it up and in. Cassie Barker's first field goal of the game, really nicely designed inbound play, and all of a sudden it is down to a 6-point contest. Leesburg crosses the timeline. She's harassed, double teamed, and is fouled. Riverton in the bonus, so Jaylin's going to get some free throws out of this. Emmy Fessler picks up the personal. That's her fourth. So Fessler now with those 4 personals. Just a minute 39 remaining in regulation. Leesburg will shoot with some students making some noise. First free throw is no good, too strong. Riverton in double digits with the lead for a lot of the second half, and now the door has creaked open for Evanston here. Leesburg takes a deep breath. Second free throw is good. Clutch free throw shot by Taylin. And another Riverton timeout. I'm going to go Bosner. That's his family weighing in on the YouTube chat. And I believe you wholeheartedly. Apologies if I've screwed that up throughout the season. 42-35 is the Riverton lead. Fun atmosphere here at Evanston High School. Got more t-shirts being shot into a spirited crowd, and I was impressed with the atmosphere when we came down for football season. They had a great student section, and they're buzzing right now for a girls basketball team that has just one win on the year. Evanston 1-16. That lone win came against Jackson when they beat them 38-22. Riverton looking for their 4th win on the season. .139 remaining. Evanston basketball with the length of the floor to go. Riverton going to slap on some moderate full court pressure here as Lonsway will work it up against Savannah Morton. Emma barks out some instructions, dribbles it to the right corner. Morton on her defensively. They'll go to the left block. West turnaround 2, no good. And Leesburg will corral it off a Paisley Jackson tip. Taylin is fouled in backcourt. So Leesburg just shot 1 of 2 at the free throw line. And she's going to make the very long walk all the way to the free throw line. Taylin with 9 points on the afternoon. Taylin's first of 2 is good. The sophomore with some ice water. Calm, cool, and collected at the line for the first one. Second free throw. Big deep breath. Lets it go. And that is a swish. 9-point Riverton advantage. 1:17 on the clock now. Lonsway holds it at the top. Right side corner, we go to Fessler. Fessler and Lonsway play catch. Now Morrison holds it left side outside. Paisley Jackson on her defensively. Evanston Still within striking distance, but they need to go quick. And here's Savannah Morton, tip it away, take it away. Inside of a minute to go. Morton has it poked away for a second, but gathers it back in. Now Leesburg across the midcourt stripe. Leesburg's going to kill a little more time. She'll get it to Engstrom. Riverton going to play catch. Evanston having trouble trying to get a hold of somebody to foul as Riverton continues to move the basketball. And with 40 seconds, Paisley Jackson is fouled. Leesburg has shot really well down the stretch, and if it's not her, Paisley Jackson's a good one to send to the line too. The senior best free throw shooter of the team on average will have 2 to try to drive a nail in the coffin. First one is front rimmed and no good though. Can put Riverton up by 10 with 40 seconds remaining. And she does. Gets it to sneak over the front of the rim. Paisley now with 19 points. Across the timeline is Lawn's Way. Emma right down the lane. She'll dish off to West. West back to Lawn's Way. Evanston taking a lot of time. 3 at the top now. Fessler is no good. Too strong. And rebound collected by Jackson. 20 seconds remaining. Paisley's fouled. And she'll go to the line with 2 more free throws coming up. She just hit a big one a moment ago. And an opportunity at a 20-plus point game for the Riverton High School senior. That was the 5th foul, by the way, on Emma Lonsway. I didn't catch that initially. Emma has fouled out of the game with 5 points. Paisley's first free throw is short, no good. See the RHS boys over there in the corner and the waiting wings anticipating their turn to take on the Red Devils. Paisley's second free throw is good. Here's a steal in backcourt, tipped by Jackson. Engstrom gathers it in. Now Morton with 15 seconds. Riverton's going to get their 4th win of the season. Here's Jackson. She'll hold on to the basketball inside of 10 seconds. She tries a 3 and buries it. Paisley with 23 points tonight, and time will expire. The Lady Wolverines victorious from Evanston. 49-35, the final score. We hope to have a couple of Lady Wolverines joining us on the Bailey Tire Renato postgame show as we'll await that and see if we can send a couple of them up here to chat briefly in between ball games. 49-35, Riverton on top of this one. Let's take a quick timeout. The Bailey Tire Renato postgame show coming up on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
I'm gonna text Allison. Hey, hold up, Matt's calling me. Hey, we got the food and we're on our way right now. Hey, who's coming, bro? You're the one that keeps help.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
Wyoming knows hard work. And at Fremont Chevrolet GMC, we know Wyoming. Here, things are just built to last. Over the last 8 decades, we've had one priority: to serve the people of Wyoming. We are dependable. We are your neighbor. We are Wyoming. Visit Fremont Chevrolet GMC in Riverton today.
Back to the ball game. Here's the voice of Riverton Sports, Jared Anderson.
This is the Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show. Riverton ladies victorious. They knock off Evanston 49-35. Pick up their 4th win of the season. Fun to see another win back-to-back weeks. They knocked off Jackson a week ago at Riverton. They pick up a road win today, and just fun to see another Lady Wolverines have some success after a little bit of a frustrating season. They've had some great moments, certainly wanted more wins, and they come away with their 4th here today. I continue to look around hoping that Coach Bosner will send somebody up, but they've gone into the locker room to address the team, it looks like, so we may not get post-game interviews here, but we will run down individual scoring numbers and select our player of the game. First for Evanston, they were led by Braylon Morrison with 13 points. Then it goes 7 points for Cassie Barker, 7 points for Emma Fessler, 5 points for Emma Lonsway, 1 point for J.C. Bardsley. For Riverton, Paisley Jackson with another fantastic effort, 23 points in the win. She was fantastic. Taylin Leesburg had a really good game, too, with 11 points in double digits. Witu Cloudhorse has 7, was really strong on the glass, especially in the second half. 4 points for Haley Engstrom, 2 points for Tatum Tyra, and I'm missing 2 points somewhere, so I shortchanged somebody by 2. Apologies for that, but that gets you close to final stats. 49-35. Lady Wolverines improved to 4-15. Evanston slips to 1-17 on the season. Next up for Riverton, it's a trip to Casper Kelly Walsh next Tuesday. Road Warriors this month for these Riverton teams. So again, want to thank Bailey Tire and Auto Service for our real quick post-game wrap-up. They've got 2 full-service tire shops, one in Riverton, one in Lander for you to check out. They are the tire experts. This time of the year, you know this, in Wyoming, tires are key, so they can help you out there and get you fitted for the best tires for your vehicle. They've got 4 convenient pit stop locations in Fremont County, the Speedway Cafe, to rent it all. They've got so many things going on at Bailey Tire and Auto Services. Once again, the final score, Riverton on top of Evanston, 49-35. We're going to reset the scene here in just a couple of minutes and get ready for boys basketball. Game 2 of our doubleheader is on the way here in just a couple of minutes. You are watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel and listening to audio radio coverage on 105.1 Jack FM.
County 10 is your Fremont County news leader. We're everywhere. On the web, mobile, social, and on your radio dial, with all the news you need to feel connected. From sports to board meetings and community features, we work hard to bring you all the latest updates you care about. Visit us today at county10.com. County 10, community connected.
Make your home improvement projects a breeze with Sutherland's, your home improvement experts. Always the right products at the right price. For every project, every day. You can shop and pay online at Sutherlands.com, and we'll get it ready for easy in-store pickup. With the tools and the know-how, you can count on Sutherlands for any job. With over 30,000 items in stock, make your first stop at Sutherland's Home Improvement in Casper and Riverton.
Letters. 5 letters. Just think about, what am I doing right now? Smile. Smile? Uh-huh. This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, just might have saved her life.
This is Maven, award-winning optics for the adventurous. From binoculars to spotting scopes, Maven has you covered. Be prepared for scouting, wildlife watching, or any outdoor adventure. As a proud sponsor of local high school sports, we wish all the Fremont County athletes the best of luck this season. Visit mavenbuild.com for more information and to order. Maven, discover something new.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
Gearing up for boys basketball here as we're a couple of minutes away from tip-off. Riverton and Evanston coming at you. First, though, we're joined by Mike Bosner, the head coach of the Lady Wolverines. Coach, first of all, congratulations. Hard-fought win. Got to feel really good to get these girls another W.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's you just never know what you're going to get, you know. And Evanston came out; they probably played the best game they played all year. And it seems like we always hit that team, right? But my girls played well. Defensively, we got after it. In turn, you know, I had two girls get hurt tonight. They're out. I don't know how long, but you know, we're slim anyway. And gosh, to get people hurt like this, it makes it even more stressful.
Yeah, I know you've only had a moment to think about it, but pulling some JV girls up potentially. You turn around, go to Kelly Walsh on Tuesday, a real quick turnaround.
Yeah, quick turnaround. But you know what? It's the end of the year. They're in good shape. I think their minds are good. They'll come out to play. We got to get after it, right? It's that time of the year.
All right, Coach, I'm going to wrap it up here quick as we got the boys game coming up, but congratulations on another great win, and really appreciate you coming up again.
Bet you. Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. Mike Bosner, the head coach of the Riverton Lady Wolverines, victorious in a big way today. All right, boys basketball. Evanston and Riverton are both 9-9 on the season. Riverton coming off of a win against Green River yesterday. Evanston lost to Cody. Rob Watsabaugh in his fourth year. You may remember that name if you're a Wyoming Cowboy basketball fan. Former Poke Rob Watsabaugh coaching Evanston now in his fourth year. This Evanston team is hungry. They haven't qualified for the state tournament since 2020, and they've got 4 championships in school history. 2013 the latest, 2012, 2004, and 1982. Team stat-wise, Riverton averages 58.1 points per game. That's 7th best in 4A. Evanston scores 53.1 points per game. That's 11th best. Defensively, Riverton allows 53.7 points per game. That's 7th. And Evanston gives up just 48.9 points per game. So defense, really the strength of Evanston. That's 2nd best as far as team defense in 4A boys basketball. Clayton Cook leads the way for Evanston. Riker Lind, also a double-digit contributor. And Cohen Morrow, may remember that name as he's the quarterback of the football team, one of the players to watch for this Evanston team. Riverton led by Parker Paxton, averaging 20 points per game. Derek DeVries, 15 points per game. Ty Sheets, 8.5 points. His average going to go up. He was in double digits again last night. All right. Thanks to Porter Supply Company. Didn't even get to mention them. They make our pregame coverage possible. Porter's Tailgate Show, a quick one here for the boys. Let's introduce you to the starting lineups being introduced now to the Evanston faithful. Riverton looks like this. Number 1 is Derek DeVries. DeVries is senior, 7.5 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game. Ty Sheets, number 2, a senior, 8.5 points per contest. Number 12, Parker Paxton, senior, averaging 20 points per contest. He leads Riverton in scoring. Hunter Houck is a senior, averaging 3 points per contest. And Brody Dale gets the start again today. Brody, a senior, averaging 5 points per game. Red Devils just about to be introduced here. They look like this. Number 5 is Riker Lind. Lind, a junior, 8.8 points per game. Number 12, Clayton Cook. Cook, a junior, 9 points per game, 6.5 rebounds per game. Number 13, Jay Hill. Hill, a junior, 5 points per contest. Number 15 is Kai Barker. Barker, a senior, averaging 6.8 points per game. And Luke Robinette is a senior, averaging 5.5 points per game. A Heights public address announcer, Evanston fans standing. They are being introduced to the crowd right now. I can barely hear myself think. Evanston will be in their home white uniforms, trimmed in red and black. Evanston written across the front in red lettering. Riverton will be in the away cardinal red jerseys, trimmed in black and white. Wolverines written in black font across the front of their jerseys. Thanks again to Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, making our tailgate show possible. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard is on your screen on the County 10 YouTube channel. Welcome our radio audience on 105.1 Jack FM. Garrett DeVries stands in the midcourt center circle area, and he is going to go opposite Kai Barker. Everybody shakes hands, gives fist bumps, and we are ready to go. I'm Jared Anderson, joined alongside Jason Peterson, our camera operator. And thanks to you, wherever you're tuned in from on this Saturday afternoon, gearing up for a good one. Pair of teams at 9-9, jockeying for position down the stretch here in 4A basketball. Evanston wins the tip. It's Jay Hill to control the first possession. Hill goes to Cook, left side elbow. Cook will hook a pass out to Drew Barker for Barker's first touch and reload to Cook at the top. Clayton will go down the lane. Ball movement all around here for Evanston. Riverton will knock it away. Paxton on the floor is fouled. Good hustle play. Parker Paxton draws the first Evanston foul of the contest. I think that's on Barker. Drew's first. Parker in backcourt. Evanston full court pressure, and here's a backcourt foul on Drew Barker. He picks up his second real quick. Now they're going to say ball out of bounds to Evanston. Nope, they'll give it back to Riverton. Had one official at the bottom come in and point the opposite direction, so confused this broadcaster. That was the second foul on Drew Barker. Paxton in the corner. Brody Dale spots up three. That's no good off the back. Ty Sheets soars for an offensive rebound to Paxton for three. That's no good. Paxton kind of came down awkwardly, lost his footing a little bit. Hustles back on defense as here comes Evanston. Robinette, baseline drive. Will shovel it to Lind. Lind reloads up top. Jay Hill, and they go around the perimeter. Robinette. Evanston will slow it down. Jay Hill at the top as Brody Dale on him defensively. We played a minute 15. No score yet on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Left side, outside, they hold it. Now pass down low to Barker. Barker had a step and then is blocked by DeVries. Barker saves it, though, on the baseline. Keeps it alive for his team. Robinette will try a three. That's no good, and Brody Dale hustles down the rebound. So first minute and a half of feeling out time is slow for both teams. Some missed shots. Riverton's second possession, I guess technically, they did get an offensive rebound, missed a couple of shots. Here's Dale spinning in the lane. That shot's no good as he falls to his right, but it is knocked off of Clayton Cook last, so it stays RHS basketball. Brody will throw it in under the Riverton hoop. Thanks again to our YouTube audience. Fantastic and a great girls game. Had a lot of interaction there and helped me out with a whole bunch of different things as DeVries holds it at the top. So for our boys audience, if you want to check in on YouTube, DeVries spins in the lane off glass two is good. First points of the game for Derek. Please do feel free to weigh in, comment on the game, make fun of the broadcaster, and let us know where you're watching from. Robinette quickly, corner three, no good, almost wedged in there, stayed in that weird corner of the hoop for half a second and then came back out. Here's Dale pushing it quickly for the Wolverines. 2-0, Riverton advantage, 5.5 to play first quarter. DeVries back to the basket at the top. Give it to Parker. Parker stop right side elbow and give it to Derek. Derek spins around, controls the dribble, lets a three go, and that's no good. So cold shooting continues here early on for both teams. Riverton shorthanded. We're going to get into this all game long. We saw some kids check in, especially late fourth quarter, that have not played varsity time before on the boys team, as there's a foul on Ty Sheets. Clayton Cook was going up, and Ty Sheets got him across the arm. First foul on Ty is going to send Clayton to the line, and he's going to try to remove the lid for the Evanston scoring here. Riverton on top 2-0 with nearly 3 minutes gone by. First one by Cook is good. Clayton, the junior, back to the line. We'll see Jordan Mendez and Cohen Morrow enter for Evanston. Eli Lucas will be the first sub for Riverton. Hunter Hauk comes out. It's good to have Hunter back. Missed a couple of games due to an illness. Now we've got Blake Gattenbein, who is sick. Malachi Smith not suited in this one as well, as Lucas soars for the rebound on the missed free throw, and it's 2-1. Wolverines here early on. Brody Dale across the time stripe. Right side, outside, give it to Derek DeVries. Brandon Monroe played quite a bit. We chatted with him briefly after the game yesterday in Green River, and it's going to take some guys like that off the bench having another big game. DeVries will miss a three-pointer. Uncharacteristic shooting so far for Riverton here at the Evanston gym. Robinette goes underneath to Cook. Clayton trying to put a move on Lucas. He does, gets it to drop, and he's fouled. Evanston's first lead of the game, and Cook will go to the line looking for one more. Gets some appreciation from a good Evanston student body. Free throw is good. Clayton's got all 4 of the Evanston points so far, and the made free throw lets Evanston set up a 1-2-2 press. DeVries try to get it to Paxton. Ball's knocked away on the floor, and that press going to pay off. Mendez will scoop it up, give it to Morrow. Morrow underneath to Robinette, and an offensive foul. They're going to call a charge on Robinette, or no, Morrow. Morrow picks up the offensive foul. 4-2 Evanston. This feels like another 4A slugfest on tap. Parker can't get it to drop from the free throw line, and Evanston clears the rebound right away. Here's Jay Hill into the Red Devil front court. Hand back to Mendez. Mendez right side around the perimeter. Jay Hill, he's got Lucas on him defensively. Now skip pass in the corner. They go to Robinette. Morrow looking for Mendez on a bounce pass. Tied up. Good defense. Hunter Hauk. Possession arrow says Wolverines.
Checking in for the Red Devils, number 5, Riker Lilly.
This is probably an understatement because you want to win every single time out, but I think a win here for the Wolverines would feel really good this time of year, especially going on the road, playing a couple of scrappy teams. It is not quad play. Parker drives in, can't get it to go. Hauk is going to pick up a foul on the rebounder, was fouled. The officials are going to get together and talk about it. I think the foul's on Evanston. Hunter is saying that he was trying to go back up with the basketball, perhaps. That is a Cohen Morrow foul, his second, and it's out of bounds to Riverton. DeVries to trigger it in. Under into the right of the RHS hoop. Bounce pass it to Paxton in the corner. He'll Try to put a move on. Drive is shut off. He backs it way out now. Parker was so good off the dribble last night against Green River. Now give it to DeVries. DeVries soars in. Layup is no good. Tip by Hauk, though, right to Sheets. Back to Hauk. Corner three, no good. Rebound tipped around. Ty tips it to Eli. Here's Parker for three at the top. That's no good. And out of bounds to Evanston off a Hunter Hauk last. Riverton had chances there. Did some nice work on the glass. But shots just are not dropping in the first 5 minutes of this game. Riverton trails Evanston 4-2. Jordan Mendez with the slow walk up the floor. He's met right at the midcourt stripe by Brody Dale. Take it to the elbow on a bounce pass to Cook. Now up top to Kai Barker. Kai was great in football season. Riverton played this Evanston team twice. As a driving Jay Hill will result in a foul. That is the third Riverton team foul. And Eli Lucas quickly has picked up his second personal. First one will rattle home for Jay. Jay is the first Red Devil to score, not named Clayton Cook. Hill back at the line, toes the mark, lets it fly, and that's good. So the Red Devil lead is 6-2 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 2:38 to play first quarter action. Jared Anderson and Jason Peterson with you from Evanston High School. Brody Dale will get it to Ty, wide open for three on the left side, in and out, almost went back in, but stays out. Clayton Cook hustles it into the front court. Evanston doing a really good job in transition here, not letting Riverton get set up, and Luke Robinette's going to bury a three. First shot from the outside for Luke Robinette, and he knocks it down. 9-2 Red Devils, 5 minutes in. Riverton's had some looks, just can't buy a shot right now. DeVries, left elbow, will stop, try to get Hauk on a back door. Hauk able to save it on the baseline and give it to Ty. Ty off of his football on the floor, pile up for it. Brody scoops it to Sheets. Sheets to DeVries in the left corner. Everybody finally responds and gets back in position. Here's Ty from the other side. Three is no good. Parker gets in there for a rebound, and he's pushed. Foul on Clayton Cook. Clayton's first. Red Devil team foul number 5, so Parker Paxton now will go to the line in the bonus. First and 2 for Parker is good. Parker, the best free throw shooter on the team so far, 78%. And he's got his first 2 points of the game. 9-4, the Evanston lead now. 90 seconds to play first quarter action. Barker to Jay Hill. Hill has Sheets on him defensively. And now we go Luke Robinette at 12 o'clock, top of the key. Robinette looks past Paxton, go to Kai Barker. They play catch with it at the top, and now Jordan Mendez has it. Mendez, the junior, swatted out of bounds off of Sheets, stays EHS ball. I'm realizing with Coach Bosner coming up that we did not select our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game for the girls' game, so we're going to do that here very shortly. Shot missed and taken away by DeVries. Derek hustles it into the Riverton front court. Fadeaway three is no good. Off the back of the rim, Derek claps his hands together. Cold shooting for he and the Wolverines still here in the first quarter. Baseline drive, Jay Hill partially blocked, kept alive by Clayton Cook. Stick it back up and in. Clayton Cook's got 6. Evanston lead goes 11-4 with 25 seconds remaining first quarter. Brody Dale Tried to get it to Parker, and the ball out of bounds off of Riverton, or a Riverton foul. Brody Dale going to get called with the foul. Again, I'll apologize. There's a handful of students that you can see on your screen that are rightfully so spirited and standing, and it's awesome, but anything on this corner here close to us I can't see at all, so missed that, and I don't know if you can see better on the screen than I can, but probably not. Three-pointer is missed by Jay Hill. Parker Paxton take it away. Shot from half court at the buzzer goes! Parker Paxton from half court. Riverton struggled shooting from most of the first half. Maybe that's the momentum they need. The half-court buzzer beater from Parker. 11-7. Red Devils on top after one. We're back in 60 seconds on the County 10 Sports Network.
Tires, tires, and more tires. Bailey Tire and Auto Service offers a huge selection, great prices, and fantastic service.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, this is Haley. With over 13,000 tires to choose, Bailey has tires for your ATV, farm implement, car, truck, trailer, semi, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, you name it. If it has a tire, Bailey Tire and Auto Service can fix it or replace it. Bailey Tire and Auto Service is your one-stop complete tire and service shop. Just remember, with Bailey's, there's no tricks, just tires.
Central Bank and Trust is a local bank that is focused on technology and convenience. We have a simpler online mortgage application process. You can use your computer or mobile device to upload required documents and sign them online. We have a variety of personal and business banking services. Stop in or visit centralbanktrust.com. We live here. We work here.
Read all about the Fremont County Sports Weekend at county10.com.
Parker Paxton with the half-court buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter makes it an 11-7 Red Devil lead. Clayton Cook with 6 points to lead all scorers thus far for Evanston High School. We're back to action here. Evanston basketball in deep. Nice body control. Kai Barker gets the shot off the backboard to go in. Kai's first bucket. And Evanston scores first here in quarter two. They lead 13-7 now. Parker has it on the dribble. Shot for two is no good. Well short. And Clayton Cook, one and done with the rebound. Long pass down court, tipped out of bounds off of Ty Sheets. They wanted Riker Lind, who had a step. Ty recovered nicely and bats it away. Lady Wolverines picking up their fourth win of the season just a few moments ago here from Evanston High School. Boys trying to make it a Wolverine sweep, which I don't think we've seen, at least in a doubleheader, maybe tournament play. Ball knocked away, taken away by Brody Dale. Dale into the front court. Riverton's girls' only non-tournament win was Jackson, and the boys lost that game, so I know we haven't seen it. Sheets will be blocked and fouled. Crowd wanted an offensive foul as the defender Kai Barker falls to the floor. Actually, that's Jay Hill that fell to the floor, but they're going to call the foul on Hill instead. And that's Jay's second. Jay's going to check out. Robinette's going to come back in. Be Riverton basketball. Evanston, I think, may have switched to a box and one. They are face guarding Parker Paxton all the way across the court, which is not untypical for Parker to go against. He's going to try a baseline drive, loses the handle out of bounds. I'll give a defensive pat on the back to Jordan Mendez, who was all over it there for Evanston. 6-point Red Devil advantage. We've played a minute 20 in the second quarter. Clayton Cook. Stop at the free throw line. Now Mendez, right corner three, is not going to drop. Rebound tipped by Barker and out of bounds into the guardrail that separates the fans from the floor. Brandon Monroe enters for the first time for Riverton. First time we've had him on a broadcast, as he's gotten a few moments in some varsity games this year. Plays a lot of JV for Riverton. The junior is called upon, though, right now with the depleted Riverton varsity roster. Some sickness, Raymond Rose injury. Just to name a couple of things going on. Sheets shot no good. That clanked off the back of the rim. Mendez starts the Evanston offense, fakes one way and takes it himself. Gets it to go. Jordan Mendez faked the pass, kept it in a little and one street ball style move. Dish to Hauk DeVries with the assist. Hauk with the finish. And we trade buckets. Back to a 6-point game, 15-9, with 5:38 to play second quarter here on that Fremont Chevy scoreboard. At the top, Barker shot no good, hustles in for his own rebound and goes unguarded to the basket. Kai Barker's got 4. Here's Sheets the other way, crossover 3, no good, and Kai soars in for the rebound. Boy, Kai Barker fired up at both ends. I saw him, and this could be typical. I haven't watched an Evanston game yet this year, but when he was introduced in the starting lineup, he was pounding the seats. Last guy introduced in the starting lineup and just really fired up. It looks like Mendez going to try a 3. That's no good. Barker puts it back up and in, though. Good position by Kai Barker. He's got 6, and it's a 10-point Evanston lead all of a sudden. Here, Sheets the other way. Shot no good. Left-hand runner just stays off of the rim and doesn't drop. And Evanston is the better team here through the first quarter and a half. Here's a steal from Brody Dale. Take it away from Barker. One-on-one challenges Barker. Brody gets knocked hard to the floor. Goes strong to the rim, and 2 well-earned free throws for Brody Dale coming up. Big size disadvantage in that one-on-one. Brody challenged him, went strong to the rim, draws the foul, and Kai picks up his first personal. Dale, first free throw is no good, front of the rim. Brooks Searle enters. Ryan Cox comes in for Riverton. Dale back at the line after that hard collision. Second free throw is no good. That time it's too long, and Kai Barker hustles it down in the corner. Still a 10-point game. Evanston leads Riverton 19-9, and Riverton just icy cold shooting except for Parker Paxton from half court. Here's Parker to Robinette. Robinette with some space for 3. That's no good, too strong. Gets his own rebound again, though. We've seen that a couple of times. These Evanston kids following their missed shots, sneaking around those Riverton defenders and getting a second chance. Baseline shot from Lind is no good, and a Riverton foul on the rebound. It was Clayton Cook with good position to grab the ball, and Brandon Monroe picks up his first personal. Parker is going to come back in.
Asking that if you have your vehicle parked in an illegal zone, to please move.
And we have a timeout. We do. We've also got a car illegally parked for those of you paying attention to such things. Coach Sheets wants a full timeout. Inside of 4 minutes to play in the first half, Evanston has built a 10-point advantage, their largest of the game so far. It's 19-9. The leading scorer right now is a tie between Clayton Cook and Kai Barker. They both have 6. Riverton led by Parker Paxton with 5. Derek DeVries and Hunter Hauk have 2 apiece. We had a fun atmosphere last night at Green River. It's always kind of a toss-up what a Saturday afternoon crowd's going to be like, but I would say even if it's only a 75% typical effort from Evanston's faithful, they are a fun bunch here. Got parents and students clapping along, cheerleaders, dance team had Big ovations at the girls' halftime and pep band playing along. And for those of you interested, Interstate 80 in really good shape today. No snow down in this neck of the woods. Told 2 or 3 inches in Riverton that folks woke up to this morning, so I'm not looking forward to going back to that, although it looks like it's thawing out here as the day goes on. Slicking spots most places, including South Pass, which Jason and I will drive over tonight. Tipton taken away right out of the timeout by the Wolverines. Here's DeVries to Paxton. Parker right down the lane. Left-hand layup is good. Parker Paxton. We talk all the time about a first step, and that's what Parker excels at off the dribble, and he's just a great ball handler. Everything you want with a dribble drive there from Parker. Really beat his guy with that first quick move. And there's no hesitation from him either, whether he's shooting or going down the lane. Clayton Cook stop in the lane, dish it out to Searle. Brooks to Robinette. Robinette hit a three-pointer a while ago. Doesn't pull the trigger this time. Now Searle at the top. Monroe on him. Right side outside to Luke. Now to Kai for 3 at the top. Swish. Kai Barker having a heck of a second quarter. He's got 9. Here's DeVries at the top inside of 3 minutes to play in the first half. An 11-point Red Devil lead. Parker trying to answer. 3 at the top. No good. Barker another rebound. Outlets to Searle. Searle walks it up the floor. Now we'll dribble it to the left side. Shut off by Monroe. Keeps the dribble alive. Lind tries a 3 from the top. No good. Barker offensive rebound. Sends it to Robinette for 3. That's no good. Long hustle play in the corner by Lind. It's out of bounds off of him. And it'll go Riverton basketball.
14. Wolverine basketball.
Riverton missing some shots that they typically make, and without trying to be too critical of the kids that I follow, they're just not hustling after some of the plays that Evanston is. I think they're getting out-hustled, outworked here in the first half so far. Lots of game left. DeVries draws a foul on the way up. He's got 2 free throws coming up, and that is the first personal foul on Brenner Lime. Actually, it's Lim, I'm sorry. Brenner Lim. L-Y-M pronounces it Lim, as DeVries' first shot is not going to drop. Brenner had just checked in a moment ago. Hauk returns to the Riverton lineup. DeVries, 1 more free throw. Lets it go. Second one is front rimmed. Boy, Riverton just having a really hard time buying a shot. 2 minutes remaining second quarter. Brenner hands back to Jordan Mendez. Mendez trying to find Kai Barker down low. It's shut off. Nice defense by Hauk down low. And a long loose ball goes into the scorer's table. Brody Dale collides with it. And it's Evanston basketball just in their backcourt. We'll see Eli Lucas check in too. Derek DeVries going to take a seat. And Parker Paxton leading the way for Riverton with 7. He's got 7 of the 11 points so far. Barker with his back to the basket at the top. We'll give it to Lind. Riker, right side to Mendez. Mentioned in the Porter's Tailgate show, Evanston the second best defensive team in 4A boys basketball as far as points allowed. And we're getting kind of a dose of that as Lind gets it to go on the drive. Riker's first bucket. 1:15 to play in the half. Here's Ty Sheets, square to the basket, go down the lane. It's blocked from behind, taken away by Lind. Riker hits the shot. It's amazing how many times you see either a defensive play and then you come down and hit a shot, or you hit a shot and you get fired up on defense. Offensive foul and a moving screen is going to be called on Evanston. So good opportunity there for Riverton to get the ball back. Kai Barker picks up his second personal on the moving screen violation. See Aiden Kelly check in for the first time for Riverton High School. 61 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Parker in backcourt, has Mendez on him defensively. Parker races past him and is fouled. That's just Parker being faster. Hustles up the floor, makes the defender grab him. And like I said, the thing you can't teach necessarily is just the quick decision-making from Parker Paxton. Riverton in the bonus. First free throw from Parker is good. He's got 8. We gave co-players of the game last night. Parker was fantastic, and I also gave a nod to Brandon Monroe as Parker knocks them both down. 24-13, the Evanston lead. 52 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Pass goes into the into the Riverton bench, out of bounds. That one just sailed on Brenner Lim. And Riverton will get an opportunity to take advantage of the unforced Evanston error. Here's Sheets. Right side to a teammate that I can't see. It's Paxton. Parker, dribble, hang in the air, left-hand shot, floats and scores. Parker Paxton's got 11 of Riverton's 15. Back to a single-digit game, 22 seconds to play in the half. Mendez across the timeline. Jordan holds it, has Sheets on him. Up top, he goes to Lim. Brenner picks up the dribble. Paxton all over him. Now Lind, left side, works on DeVries. DeVries swats it away, but now a foul going to be called. I think they got Lucas for his third with 2 seconds remaining in the half. That's the third foul on Eli. Tough break there for Eli, and that's going to send an Evanston player to the free throw line, whose name is Riker Lind. Lind, a junior, hits the first one. Riker with his third point, just 2 seconds on the clock, as Lind will try to put the Red Devils up by 11, and he gets it to rattle in. Let's see if Parker can hit another one. Paxton from half court at the buzzer. Oh, no good. Off the backboard. I really wanted him to have another half court buzzer beater. He did at the end of the first quarter, but he cannot get that one to go. So at the intermission, Evanston has in large part dominated this game. This is their style of play, and Riverton just ice cold shooting. We'll see what the adjustments are like, see if Riverton gets shooting a little bit at a higher clip here in the second half. After the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, Evanston on top of Riverton 26-15. We'll take a look at the scoreboard, see if there's any Fremont County scores of interest reported from so far today, and bring you some Friday games of interest coming up. Some score results we'll pass along to you. Plus, we'll tell you what's next for these Riverton basketball teams. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show is on the way. I think I can take a break now. It's 26-15, Evanston on top here at the break. You're watching the Wolverines high-definition streaming video on County 10's YouTube channel and listening on the radio 105.1 Jack FM.
Looking for an upgrade to your vehicle? Wyoming 4x4 is the place to go for all your upgrade needs. From lift kits to bumpers, grill guards to bed liners, we've got everything you need to take your ride to the next level. We use top brands for our bumpers like Fab 4s, Ranch Hand, and Road and more. So get your vehicle ready and stop at Wyoming 4x4 or give Dan a call at 307-857-3175.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion into Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach program. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Watch the Wolverines on the County 10 YouTube page.
Welcome you into the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Wyoming Department of Transportation reminds you to wear your seatbelt every trip, every time. If you're listening to us on Jack FM driving around right now, make sure that seatbelt's fastened. Everybody in your vehicle, seatbelts save lives. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming, thanks to YDOT. And again, they remind you too that this weekend the DUI Task Force of Fremont County is going to be out and about. They were out there last night. They're going to be in full force tonight and again tomorrow for Super Bowl weekend. It's a lot of fun and a lot of parties are going on, but if your plans involve alcohol, come up with a sober ride. Arrange that ahead of time before you start that partying, and you'll be a lot safer. You'll avoid a trip to jail. Even worse, you'll avoid potentially killing yourself or somebody else, as we want all sober drivers on the road, not only this weekend, but every day. That's a reminder from the Wyoming Department of Transportation and the Fremont County DUI Task Force. At the intermission, Evanston leads Riverton 26-15. Let's run down first half individual scoring numbers. First for Riverton, Parker Paxton has been the main source of Riverton offense. He's got 11 of Riverton's 15 points. Derek DeVries and Hunter Hauk have 2, so just 3 contributors offensively for Riverton. Uncharacteristic, they're getting shots off. They're just really not falling. Evanston, I got to credit them too for a nice defensive effort, but Riverton icy cold shooting, and we'll see if the energy picks up a little bit in the second half. Evanston is led offensively by Kai Barker. He's got 9. Then it goes 6 points for Clayton Cook, 4 points for Riker Lind, 3 points for Luke Robinette, 2 points for Jay Hill, 2 points for Jordan Mendez. Taking a look at some scores of interest from around Fremont County. Let me double check and see if there's been anything reported, courtesy of WyoPreps.com today. Fremont County scores. I've got 1. Don't see anything else, but I can tell you. Actually, here comes another one in right now. I can tell you Wyoming Indians ladies beat Big Piney 47-40 in a conference game, and Burlington beat the Du Bois ladies 55-15. Girls basketball 4A finals today. Sheridan knocked off Laramie in a ranked matchup. Number 5 Sheridan beat number 4 Laramie 52-36. Kelly Walsh took care of Jackson 52-17. Was number 1 Cheyenne East defeating Thunder Basin 59-35. Rock Springs beat Star Valley 41-29. Was number 3 Campbell County over Cheyenne Central 61-38. And at the half, it's number 2 Cody leading Green River 47-13. Thanks to WyoPreps.com for all they do and those scores. Some of the Fremont County scores we had for you yesterday in girls basketball. Green River knocked off Riverton yesterday 70-50. Was Wyoming Indian over Kemmer 50-11. So Alita Moss's squad and the Lady Chiefs go 2-0 this weekend. Wind River beat Shoshone 58-27. Big Piney 59, St. Stephen's 38, and Riverside dispatched Du Bois 51-24. Boys basketball yesterday, Riverton beat Green River 69-54. Craig Ferris's Wyoming Indian Chiefs beat the Kemmer Rangers 55-52. Tough fought game there. Sounded like Big Piney over St. Stephen's 69-41 was Shoshone edging Wind River in kind of a surprising result, 61-57, and Riverside beat Du Bois 66-45. There was one for a boys score of interest that I wanted to throw out to you while I've got time. Number 1 Cheyenne Central suffered their first loss last night at the hands of Thunder Basin, 67-62. Thunder Basin High School with a really fun night. Their girls won in overtime, and then Thunder Basin beats the undefeated Cheyenne Central Indians 67-62. So interesting scores there, as we've got an interesting one going on here. We'll see if the Wolverines can heat up in the second half. They trail Evanston 26-15 at the intermission. Want to give a shout out again to the RHS ladies. Lady Wolverines knocked off Evanston 49-35 in the game you heard before this one. We failed to select our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game. Mike Bosner was kind enough to come up, and we chatted with him a little bit and then transitioned really quick into the boys game with not a lot of time in between games. So was unable to tell you that we have selected Paisley Jackson, the senior leader, as our State Farm Tyler Watson player of the game. She finishes with 23 points, and we'll remind you that at State Farm, they're ready to protect your future. Give Tyler Watson and his staff a call today for great customer service and great rates, too, at State Farm Insurance. Also want to give a nod to Taylin Leesburg, who played one of her best games all season long, and she just exponentially continues to get better and better and better, and she started the year really well, too. Leesburg finished with 11. At the half, it's Evanston 26, Riverton 15. We'll start the third quarter in 60 seconds. This has been the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Back after this on County 10's YouTube channel and 105.1 Jack FM.
Kane and Associates. CPAs is your go-to source for tax, financial, and business solutions. Our experienced professionals are trusted and know the numbers. We're dedicated to providing personalized attention to each of our clients. Whether you're an individual or a business, we're here to help with all your accounting needs. Let us do the math for you. Stop in or visit rivertoncpa.com to learn more.
Introducing WyoGlass, your local glass experts. From windows to showers, we've got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors, auto glass, shower doors, and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose WyoGlass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Second half is underway from Evanston High School. Riverton trailing Evanston 26-15. Here's Parker, quick shot from the left side. That's not going to drop. Rattled around the rim and stays out. We've switched sides. Kai Barker soars into the play the other way, leaves the layup short. So both teams miss their first shots here after the intermission. Derek DeVries works it up the floor for Riverton. Scoops up a tough right-hand shot challenged by Barker, and I think he got a piece of it. No good. Lind hustles down the floor. He'll spot up for a long two left side. That's no good, and Hauk clears it away for Riverton. So plenty of shooting here in the first 40 seconds of the third quarter. Nobody has scored yet. There's Parker, three, good. Parker Paxton with the long three-pointer. He leads all scorers with 14. Unfortunately for Riverton, he's been pretty much all the offense for the Wolverines, but he's got 14 to keep his team around in this one and makes it an 8-point contest. Here's Kai Barker at the top. Hauk has a hand in his face. Left side, they go to Linda, right back to Kai. Kai pass too strong, out of bounds. Wanted Cook down low. Instead, he found the cheerleaders. Brody Dale work it up the floor. By the way, second half starters for Riverton: Ty Sheets, Brody Dale, Derek DeVries, Hunter Hauk, and Parker Paxton, same starting lineup. Brody doing a nice job in his starting role the last two games. He's started a handful of contests throughout the season. Shot by Dale from the left elbow is no good. Cleared out by Jay Hill, and back come the Red Devils. Jay works on Brody Dale, gets past him, is swatted by Derek DeVries. Good help side defense by Derek to knock it out of bounds. Riker Lind as the inbounder roll. Lobs it up top to Kai Barker. Barker gathers it in like a big tight end. Jay Hill now right side, uses screen, is pushed by Hunter Hauk. Foul on the floor. First foul of the second half, it's Hunter's first. This time they'll send Lind to trigger it in. He slaps the basketball. A couple of guys cut in either direction. And Clayton Cook backpedals up top, will catch the basketball. Barker surveys the floor. Points for a teammate. Now to Jay Hill in the corner for three. That's no good. Rebound back up and in, and a foul for Clayton Cook. Clayton with outstanding position. Goes hard right back up and draws the foul. He puts his team up by 10 and has a free throw forthcoming. Kai Barker led the first half scoring for Evanston with 9, and now Cook can tie that 9-point output. He does. Brody in backcourt has it knocked out of his hands by Barker, but then gets it right back. DeVries takes it away. In the corner, Paxton to DeVries for 3. That's no good, and the long rebound comes away to Cook. Evanston in transition wants to run. No good for Barker on the left side as he scooped up a tough one, but he draws contact, and Drew Barker, the 5'11 senior, with no hesitation going right to the hole. I thought was going to have free throws. They're going to say that was on the floor. That's why you never believe this broadcaster. Brody Dale picks up his 3rd, by the way. Bounce pass comes into Drew Barker. Can't get the mid-range jumper to go. Cohen Morrow keeps it alive. He's got it to go, and he's fouled. 2 and 1s to start the third quarter for Evanston, has their fan base all kinds of fired up. Robinette returns to the Evanston lineup. We'll see Ryan Cox check in for Riverton. Morrow's free throw is too strong, no good. Rebound hustled down by Clayton Cook. 3 is in and out by Drew Barker. Almost lost track of it in front of that student section again was Drew, who tried a 3-pointer. Bounce pass from Riverton is taken away by Cohen Morrow, and the Red Devils looking for more. Mendez will scoop it to Morrow. Morrow to Barker for 3 at the top. That's no good. Long rebound comes to Robinette, and he's going to lose the handle immediately. It's Hunter Houck to take it away for Riverton. Parker will slow things up for a moment across the timeline. We've played 3 minutes and 10 seconds of the third quarter. The Evanston lead is 31-18. Parker squares up for 3. That's no good. Punched out of bounds. Was it off of Kelly? It was. That's going to go right back to Evanston. Clayton Cook has to go a long way down the tunnel there to retrieve the basketball. DeVries going to check back in for Riverton. Aiden Kelly comes out after a quick time on the floor. Gets a pat on the back from Bo Sheets in his 6th season. Rob Watsabaugh, again, the head coach of Evanston in his 4th year. And Wyoming basketball fans probably remember the name Rob Watsabaugh if you're old enough like me. Late 2000s, early 2010s, member of the Cowboy basketball team. Shot no good by Drew Barker. He was a coach at the University of Wyoming for a while, an assistant coach, then took the head coaching job and has been here at Evanston 4 seasons now. Shot in deep from DeVries is no good, and rebound tracked down by Jordan Mendez. Cold shooting continues for Riverton. It's usually a pretty well-shooting, well-balanced team. They've got just 18 points here midway through the third quarter, and talk about balance. Parker's got 14 of their 18. Shot no good, taken away by Riverton. Paxton hustles it into the front court. Parker stands with it to DeVries. DeVries uses screen right side. Elbow shot will rattle home. Derek DeVries with his 4th point, and it is good to see one drop for Derek. Some debris on the floor. The referee going to kick that aside and make sure the playing surface is in good shape. Be back to green flag racing here soon. I have no idea why I threw the NASCAR analogy out. Debris on the track, I guess. It was hockey in the girls' game, and I'll go full bore with the NASCAR theme here maybe in this one. Robinette has Sheets on him defensively. Now Mendez, circle it around up top. Leave it for a teammate. I believe that's Jay Hill. It is to Mendez. Mendez off a screen. Robinette's open for 3, and it's good. The the public address announcer and the students say Luke. Here's DeVries, 3, tried to answer. That's no good, too strong. Evanston is going to throw it away right back to Riverton, though. Jordan Mendez wanted Jay Hill. Got a little overeager with the pass there, and it sailed on him. Derek gives to Parker, and Parker slowly works it up the floor. Riverton trailing by 14. Paxton crossover, goes down the lane, fade away, good, pretty move and shot by Parker Paxton. He's got 16, and it is a 12-point deficit. Mendez will slowly jog it up the floor for Riverton. Left side, they swing it to Jay Hill. Hill to Cook. High post. Cohen Morrow holds it, is double teamed. He'll still try to put a move on against 2 defenders. Can't get it to drop, and Ryan Cox grabs the Wolverine rebound. Here's DeVries quickly down the lane. High arcing shot right under the basket. Does not fall. And Morrow off to the races. Morrow dishes it off to Robinette. Luke put up a right-hand floater that's no good. Ty clears it away. We hustle up and down the floor as Sheets wanted DeVries. His pass is taken away by Morrow. Mendez walks it up the floor, hip-high right-hand dribble. Sends it to Cook, right side behind the arc. He'll try to go against Ryan Cox. He's pushed and fouled. It was either Hauk or Cox that got him. I think they got that on Ryan, his first. And Coach Sheets wants a timeout. He'll burn his second timeout. 1:27 remaining third quarter. It's Evanston 34, Riverton 22. Let's squeeze in a 60-second break. Back after this on the County 10 Sports Network.
Why do we enforce seatbelt laws? Because in real life, you don't get a second chance.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
Say hello and thank you to our YouTube audience, County 10's YouTube channel, watching along here. Jason Peterson, our camera operator, bringing you the sights and sounds from Evanston High School. Free throws out of the Riverton timeout for Evanston, as the first one is going to drop for Clayton Cook. Clayton now with 10 points. Make it 11. He hits them both. 36-22. Evanston lead is 14. A minute 27 on that third quarter clock. Red Devils going to set up man-to-man full court pressure. Back it off, just moderate pressure all the way up as Barker guards Parker Paxton. He runs into Ryan Cox on a screen. Parker goes down the lane, gets it, and he's fouled. Maybe that will add a little momentum on a nice drive by Parker Paxton. Parker usually has numbers like this at this stage in the game with 18 points, but he's usually not alone in doing it. He's got all but 6 of Riverton's points so far. And he knocks down the free throw. It's an 11-point Red Devil advantage. Barker. Send it to Robinette. Now Mendez. Left-hand dribble. He goes way up top in that pitchfork logo at midcourt. Corner, they go to Mendez. Screened by the student sections. Ryan Cox going to knock it away into backcourt. Good hustle play. It's deflected and picked up by Evanston, but you love to see that. Getting after it on the floor. Ryan Cox with a nice play. In the corner, they'll swing it to Riker Lind. Lind underneath. Turnaround to Morrow. Can't get it. Followed by Barker is no good. And Hauk clears it for Riverton. Here's a baseball pass to Ty Sheets. Lay it up and in. Ty's got his first bucket of the game. Good to see another Riverton contributor. They found him all the way down the floor, and we're at a single-digit deficit now with 17 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's 36-27, Evanston on top of the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Morrow at the top, left side. Mendez squared up, almost traveled with it if he would have kept going a little bit more. Lind to Morrow. Underneath they go to Barker. Barker uses the window, cannot get the shot to drop, was double teamed down low, and we will head to the fourth quarter. Riverton trailing Evanston 36-27. Come on back for the fourth quarter with us. You are watching the Wolverines on County 10's YouTube channel, listening on 105.1 Jack FM.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
Northside Auto Body Shop in Lander is proud to support sports and student athletes for the 22-23 season. Northside Auto Body is a staple in the Lander community and is primarily engaged in automotive body, paint, and interior repair and maintenance. If you hit a deer or have a vehicle accident, Northside will get your repairs handled and accept all forms of insurance. Javi and the crew got you covered at Northside Auto Body Shop, 323 North 2nd Street, Lander.
Wolverine basketball is on the air. Let's go courtside with the voice of the Wolverines, Jared Anderson.
Fourth quarter underway. Riverton has some catching up to do. They trail 36-27. Straight to the basket. Riker Lind can't get it to drop, but he is fouled. Riker, the junior, going to go to the line. Leading scorer for either team, Parker Paxton, has 19 of Riverton's 27. And Clayton Cook still has team high honors for a well-balanced Evanston effort at 11 points. First free throw from Lind is good, his fifth. And he puts the Red Devils back up by 10. Riker's second is also good. Parker jogs it across the timeline. He's met by Drew Barker. Crossover dribble. Tried to beat him, and good recovery defense by Barker. Hands off to Brody Dale. Dale to DeVries. Right side outside. He's got Lind matching up against him. DeVries will take it to the free throw line. Spin, change directions. Hang in the air. Can't get it to drop, but he draws the whistle. First foul of the fourth quarter is on Riker Lind. That is Riker's first. Derek buries the first free throw. Can make it single digits again. That takes a lap around the rim and stays out. There's a lot of rotation on that coming off of the rim, but missed free throw from Derek DeVries. Drew Barker, senior, starts up the Evanston offense. Has Clayton Cook now to the top. Kai, spinner around to Drew. Drew and Kai both on the floor. There's senior Barkers. He'll stop from the left elbow. That's Drew Barker and knock down a clutch 2. Well, I've been saying all game, Riverton's got to find something going offensively. They're going to have to shut down Evanston on the defensive end too. When Evanston needs a bucket, they certainly are coming through with big ones. Here's Parker, the drive, left side, no good, but contact, and Parker has 2 free throws coming up. Future Colorado Buffalo goes to the line. Also, congratulations to Ty Sheets as Parker hits the first one. Ty signed his letter of intent this week to go play football at Chadron State College. There's a long pipeline of Chadron State athletes from Riverton. Second free throw is good from Parker. He's got 21 points. Riverton trailing 40-30, 6.5 minutes remaining in regulation from Evanston. Here's Barker at the top front of the rim, no good. Long rebound comes to Hauk, and he'll hand back to Brody Dale. Point guard work it up the floor, give it to DeVries. Shooting guard will shoot it from 3. That's no good. Ty Sheets rebound. Shot in the paint is no good. Fights for his own rebound, gets it again. Third chance for the Wolverines. They reload. Here's Parker at the top. Paxton long 3, no good. Goes even longer off the back of the rim, and Riker Lind is there to track it down for Evanston. Inside of 6 minutes to play. Drew Barker holds it at the top. Stares into Riverton's man-to-man defense. Now to Cook up top. Cook swings it left side to Barker. This is Drew. Robinette and around to Clayton Cook. Cook put it on the floor against DeVries. Try to get past him. Puts up an awkward shot that doesn't drop, but it's tipped out to Riker Lind. He'll try a 3 and got it. Riker Lind has 9. Evanston's lead is 13. Riverton's trimmed it to 9 a couple of times here in the second half, but they just can't seem to get over that point. I think it was as close as 8 for a moment this half. Here's Brody Dale at the top 3, swish. Brody Dale knocks down his first triple of the ball game, and Coach Rob Watsabaugh says, "I'd like a timeout." 30-second break. 10-point Evanston lead, 43-33. Evanston's led most of the game. They were up 11-7 at the end of 1. They led 20-15 at halftime and led 36-27 to start this fourth quarter. Parker Paxton with 21 to lead all scorers. Red Devils led by Clayton Cook with 11. There are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 contributors in the scorebook offensively for Evanston. And just 4 for the Wolverines. Congrats to Mike Bosner and the Lady Wolverines. They won earlier, 49-35. Paisley Jackson, our Tyler Watson State Farm Player of the Game, had a 23-point effort in that one. Clayton Cook holds it at the top. Evanston going to deflate a few seconds here as they hold it way at the top. Now we'll start up the offense. Cohen Morrow at the top, swings it left side to Mendez. Mendez, go back to the strong side. 3 is good. Luke Robinette. What an absolutely clutch three-pointer again from Luke Robinette. He's made 3 shots, all from behind the arc. Ty Sheets down the lane is blocked. Dale to follow. Can't get it. Taken away by Cook. Clayton will hand back to Jay Hill, who starts up the Evanston offense. Right side corner they go. Morrow at the top. Swinging around to Jay behind the arc. Hill as Dale on him defensively. Now has a step, but Dale recovers nicely. Morrow inside of 4 minutes to play, and every time down, Evanston takes a few more minutes off the clock. Dribble drive, no good. Couple of Evanston teammates run into each other. Hard collision. Cohen Morrow got headbutted in the stomach by Clayton Cook there. That was awkward with two teammates piling up. I guess it went out of bounds off of Riverton. I was largely distracted by the collision right there. Luckily, they both bounce up just fine. Mendez has Sheets on him at the top. Now Jay Hill. Jay goes right past the defender. Finger roll up and in. Right hand on the left side. Jay Hill's first field goal. He's got 4. Evanston's got their largest lead of the game with 3.5 minutes to go. Bounce pass to nobody, out of bounds. Sheets wanted Parker. Thought he was going to go back door, and nobody home. Still 3.5 minutes, but if Riverton is going to scratch and claw their way back in this one, got to start going pretty quick here. Starts with a stop or two on defense. Morrow lobs it to Derek DeVries. There's stop number 1. There comes Parker. Parker down the lane. Dribble is shut off. Wants Dale at the top. Brody for 3. Good. Exactly what Riverton needed right there. A key stop, a quick one too, and a quick 3-pointer. Brody's got 6. 2:48 to play. It's a 12-point Evanston advantage. Left side, Jay Hill. Riverton hasn't shown it tonight, but the way they can shoot, it is tough to count them out every time. Shot is missed by Morrow in deep, and it's taken away by Riverton. Wolverines on the run. Here's DeVries one-on-one down the lane. Is fouled on his way up from Clayton Cook. The junior picks up foul number 2. That is team foul number 3. And Derek will get 2 free throws. First one is good. Derek's got a chance here to make it a 10-point game. Clock stopped at 2:31. Second free throw from DeVries is nothing but net. 48-38. Sheets pokes it away in backcourt, but Mendez picks it right up. Sheets with aggressive defense all over the floor. Coach Sheets telling him to tighten up a little bit, try to create something, and Jay Hill blows right past everybody, lay it up and in. Baseball pass for Eli Lucas, and we get a stoppage. They're going to give Coach Watsabaugh a timeout. Bo Sheets is not happy that they allowed that to happen. Riverton was going to get a quick bucket and kind of a late whistle on the Evanston timeout. So disregard that potential bucket. And Jay Hill with the drive to the rim. Like I said, this half, Riverton has been able to cut the large lead to 8 once, to 9 a few times. They just had it at 10, and then the Red Devils seemed to answer with a big shot, and it was Jay getting it done that time. Possessions becoming less and less as the clock continues to wind down. By the way, quick shout out to Matt Myers, Scott Fuller, and our Lander crew. They are at halftime over at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. Lander on top of Pinedale boys game, 35-34. So if you're looking for more basketball when this one's over, you can switch over and catch that one. If you haven't subscribed to County 10's YouTube channel yet, I won't give you a huge sales pitch, but we will keep you connected every time we go live that way. Best way to keep in touch with us. 50-38, Red Devils on top of the Wolverines, 2:16 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Full court pressure is set up by Evanston. Man-to-man full court press as Paxton in backcourt will race it across the midcourt line. Paxton sends it to Sheets, right corner. Ty, dribble drive through the lane. Tough shot as he falls. No good, and rebound collected by Jay Hill. 2 minutes to play. Riverton down a dozen. Evanston's led almost the entire way. It was about the 5-minute mark of the first quarter when they took the lead and have not relinquished it. Hill, corner three, probably didn't need to shoot that, and I think Coach Watsabaugh telling him that. DeVries had the rebound. Monroe hangs in the air, can't get it to go. Quickly down the lane, Brandon Monroe gets 2 free throws. So, like I said, possession's becoming less and less of an opportunity here with now just 1:34 on the clock, but Brandon with a chance with the clock stopped. First free throw is good for Brandon, his first point of the contest.
Number 24, Hunter Houck.
Hunter Houck returns. Eli Lucas will take a seat. Got Brody Dale waiting to check in for Monroe if the free throw is good. And it is not, off to the left of the rim. Morrow collects the rebound. Evanston working it up the floor. Riverton still just has 1 foul, so a lot to give here if they want to try to foul their way back into it. Hunter Houck is trying to commit a foul. They're not going to call anything as he knocks Morrow to the floor. Coach Watsabaugh calls a timeout with his guy on the floor. I don't know how that wasn't a foul. He's trying to foul the entire way. Nothing given there. Again, we will be back on the radio Tuesday. We've got Tuesday and Thursday games next week for the Wolverines. Tuesday, we will be at Kelly Walsh High School. Jason and I make the trip over there to Natrona County and bring you Lady Wolverines and Wolverines. And then on Thursday, it's senior night at Wolverine Gym. So put it on your calendar, put it in your phone, and show up to Wolverine Gym. If you're considering it at all, if you've got nothing else going on, come on out to Wolverine Gym. Your last chance next Thursday to see them at home and say goodbye to the seniors on this team. Of course, a whole lot of seniors on both teams, really. Boys, Derek DeVries, Ty Sheets, Dre Monroe, Brody Dale, Parker Paxton, Hunter Houck, Eli Lucas, almost said Ryan Cox, but he's a junior, had him incorrectly labeled. As a guy who loves basketball atmospheres, just got to give another shout out to these Evanston faithful students. Everybody really spirited here in the gym. There's a foul. Ty Sheets gives up. Second team foul. Ball out of bounds with 1:12 remaining. Red Devil lead again is 50-39 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Appreciate you spending part of your Saturday afternoon with us here from Uinta County. It means a lot to have you watching along or listening on the radio. We always appreciate that, putting up with me here on the call. Here's Mendez, Ty Sheets, aggressive defense and offensive foul or a timeout. Boy, that was an aggressive timeout call if that's what the official did. Coach Watsabaugh asking for a 30-second timeout. Official pointed the other direction so fast that I thought there was going to be something that sent it back to Riverton, but it is just a timeout. 1:02 remaining. An 11-point game. Thank you. I don't know what that's for. I don't even know what it is, but Jason and I are given some treats. I don't know. Go for it, Jason. Are those churros? What are those? They're churros? Okay, all right. Somebody from Evanston knows that I love churros, apparently, and brought Jason and I a nice little gift there. So thanks to the Evanston concession folks. 62 seconds remaining in the game. Back to the ball game and things that people care about. Here's Morrow out of the inbound. He's tripped and fouled. That's the third team foul on Riverton. Ball out of bounds. They've still got one to give here with 59.3 on that scoreboard now. Evanston trying to break their 500 mark and pick up their 10th win. Riverton will fall below 500 unless they stage a miraculous comeback. Morrow, hounded by Houck. Clock is running. Mendez holds it at the top. Ty Sheets, 5-second count is on, and it got close, but he'll give the basketball up. Hill, left side, is grabbed and fouled by Hauk. That's the 4th team foul on Riverton, and now almost a moot point with just 44 seconds remaining that you can try to force them to miss some free throws. Before we get to the post game, I want to say congrats again to the Riverton Wrestlers winning the Keeper of the Goal duel, beating Lander on Thursday, and best of luck to the wrestling team as they head to regionals, which don't even have to get on the bus. Riverton will host regionals next weekend. Come out and cheer on the Riverton Wrestlers if you can, as we're back to action here. 33 seconds remaining in the contest. Ty Sheets going to give up a foul at the top, and they'll shoot a couple of free throws before we get out of here. It's my first ever in-game churro delivery. My radio broadcast career. Free throw is no good from Jordan Mendez. He's got one more coming up. Now all the other places we go have a high bar, because if they don't bring me churros, I'm going to be disappointed. Second free throw also no good. Pushed out of bounds. Will go Riverton's way. Riker Lind punched that one out of bounds. And now the official is going to get together and talk about this. Lind disagreed. Coach Watsabaugh said, "Are you sure?" And now they're going to say Evanston basketball. So they'll say it went off of DeVries last. Official up top overrules.
Number 13,
Coach Sheets announcing some displeasure. And Mendez will throw it in with 31 seconds remaining, fourth quarter. We'll lob it up top to Riker Pace, who's just checked in. DeVries going to strip it away. Here comes Derek. Right-hand runner is good. Derek with the bucket. And with 24 seconds remaining, it is a 9-point Red Devil lead. So timeout on the floor and a 3-possession ball game. Derek just picked up his 9th point. Parker Paxton leads all scorers with 21. Lady Wolverines victorious earlier in the afternoon. They knocked off Evanston 49-35 behind 23 points from Paisley Jackson. Taylon Leesburg finished with 11. Witu Cloudhorse had 7. Clayton Cook's been Evanston's leading scorer for a long time and has not scored a bucket for a long time. He's got 11. Kai Barker, Luke Robinette, both with 9. Riker Lind has 9 as well now. It's like a nightclub here at Evanston High School. Sheets, Dale, Hauk, Paxton, and DeVries on the floor for the Wolverines. Riker Lind will inbound, full court pressure set up by the Red Devils. Riverton needs a lot of points fast. Beating the defense is Brooks Searle all the way. Lay it up and in. Brooks with his first points. Quickly, 3 is missed by Riverton. Long rebound comes to DeVries inside of 10 seconds. Parker will try another 3. That's no good. Ty Sheets, the rebound, 3 seconds. Paxton at the buzzer is no good. And that is how we will end this one. Riverton falls below 500 to 9-10 on the season. Evanston picks up their 10th win. They go 10-9. So a disappointing end to the road trip for the Wolverine boys after a hard-fought victory at Green River yesterday. Final score 52-41. Stick around. Bailey Tire and Auto post-game show is coming up. We will bring a Wolverine player of the game on the air with us. I might try to get another Wolverine that we haven't spoken to on the air before up here. We'll also chat with Bo Sheets, the head coach of Riverton High School. Again, final score, Evanston 52, Riverton 41. Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show coming up on 105.1 Jack FM and County10.com.
Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmbs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
At Eyes on Fremont, we know that good vision is about more than just seeing clearly. That's why we're dedicated to providing expert eye care for the whole family. From children's exams to contacts, LASIK to glaucoma treatment, we're here to help. We accept most insurance plans, and our experienced team will make sure you feel right at home. Schedule an appointment today at 111 South Broadway in Riverton, or give us a call at 307-856-9000. Visit WyomingEyes.net to learn more.
Your home for RHS basketball all season long. 105.1 Jack FM.
Tough loss for the Wolverines tonight. They lose to Evanston 52-41. Let's chat with one of our players of the game, made possible by Tyler Watson at State Farm Insurance. Ryan Cox joins us. Ryan, I know a disappointing loss, but how you feeling after this one?
All right. I think just I'll get back to work this week. Big games next week, conference games.
Yeah,
back at it, yep.
you split the weekend. You come off a good win against Green River, disappointing end to the road trip, but back up a little bit to last night. That had to be a fun feeling coming away with the victory, and you put in some good moments off the bench.
Yeah, for sure. We came out pretty tough last night and came out with a win.
What was different about tonight? Was it something Evanston did? Was it just some fatigue from you guys?
I think offensively we really struggled. I mean, coming down, taking the first shot we got, that's one of our big problems, I think, is that when we slow down and start taking good shots, we excel, I think. So start working on that more, I guess.
How would you define your role on the varsity team? What do you try to come off the bench and contribute? How would you sum up what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, big screens and boxing out, getting rebounds.
Yeah, and then you play a lot of JV time as well. I catch you every once in a while putting in some good moments there. How's things going at the JV level?
Pretty good, getting better and better. This is really a development program. JV and Froshmore is getting better and better to play on the big court.
You were one of our favorite players to watch during football season. What do you prefer, football or basketball?
Football.
All right.
I've started a couple years now in football and kind of excelled in that sport more, so
awesome.
Love football.
Awesome. I love it. Well, it's fun to watch you on the basketball court as well, and congratulations. Nice effort off the bench. I know tough loss, but we'll get back at it on Tuesday. Do you know anything about Kelly Walsh yet? I know we go to Casper Tuesday.
We played him this season already, and that was a good game. That was a really competitive game, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, Ryan Cox, one of our Tyler Watson State Farm players of the game. Ryan, great work tonight. Travel safe back, and we'll chat with you again soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan. Appreciate you coming up, and we'll hand the microphone over to Bo Sheets, the head coach of the Wolverines here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Coach, another tough one. What was the difference from last night to tonight? Looked like Evanston created some defensive problems, certainly, but maybe some fatigue and cold shooting on your part. What was the difference?
They won tonight, and we didn't, so that's the difference. Fatigue, cold shooting, poor defense, poor box outs. We just didn't play very well. We had some good looks. I felt like we had some good looks. We didn't turn the ball over as much as it felt like, so I think we only had, 6 turnovers. Again, got to knock down shots. But we got to secure rebounds. We gave up 16 offensive boards to them. And when we knew that coming in, not having a couple of our big guys and, kind of securing rebounds is going to be a thing all night. But we've got to do a better job of kind of getting to each person's assignment, all 5, getting rebounds each possession. And I felt like giving them, 16 extra opportunities makes it really difficult when especially when you're not shooting well.
I hate to keep mentioning this, but so depleted on the bench. Was there a fatigue factor from kind of your starters?
There is, but as a starter, when I was playing, I know like when you're playing, when other guys are playing, you don't want to come out of the game. So if you want to be a starter, you want to be the man, you got your chance. So if they're tired, they need to tell us so we can get them a sub. But yeah, it does help having more subs to get in and out, to give them a break. But again, having limited subs did hurt us. But again, I felt like our starters had every opportunity to kind of take that game over, and we just didn't take advantage of that opportunity.
You do not get a long time off before you're right back at it on the road again Tuesday at Kelly Walsh. What do we know about K-Dub after the first time we saw him?
Well, they're better than this team. I know that. And it's on the road. That's a tough environment on a Tuesday. It's kind of like the college schedule going Saturday, Monday. For us to turn around and go Tuesday, we'll get a day of practice, hopefully get a chance to get our feet back under us and then play a really good team on their home court. And that is conference. These games are meaningful because we probably see them at regionals, but they really don't count towards our conference standing. But again, that game is big because, being 2-1 in conference, we're sitting in a good spot. But we got to play well, on the road, 2 out of those 3 last games.
Definitely. I know you got a bus to catch, so safe travels back. Right. We'll let you go. Coach,
thank you.
For coming
Appreciate your coverage.
Yep, absolutely. Bo Sheets, head coach of the Riverton Wolverines, joining us here on the Bailey Tire and Auto postgame show. Let's quickly run down final scoring numbers of this one. Riverton was led by Parker Paxton with 21 points. Derek DeVries finishes with 9. Then it goes 6 points for Brody Dale, 2 points apiece for Hunter Hauk and for Ty Sheets. Brandon Monroe did have a free throw, so he finishes with 1. Evanston, really well-balanced scoring effort. Clayton Cook finishes with 11 to lead the way for them. They had 3 players finish with 9 points. Kai Barker, Luke Robinette, and Riker Lind all finish with 9. 6 points from Jay Hill, 2 points from Cohen Morrow, 2 points from Drew Barker, 2 points from Brooks Searle, and that rounds out the scoring. Evanston improves to 10-9 on the season. Riverton drops to 9-10 in this one. Again, we'll be back at it on Tuesday. We're off to Casper, Kelly Walsh on Tuesday night. And I've said this 3 or 4 times, but if you're not doing anything on Thursday, come out and cheer on these Riverton teams. It's senior night. They have put a lot into their school careers, so come give them a hand and cheer them on. Your last opportunity to go do that at home is Thursday against Rock Springs. Best of luck next week to Riverton's wrestlers off to regionals, which will be held at Riverton High School next weekend, and best of luck to Riverton boys swimmers too. We'll be off to the state tournament in Laramie next, I believe that's Thursday, Friday, for state swimming. So best of luck to all the Wolverine and Lady Wolverine athletes. Congratulations to Mike Bosner and the girls. They pick up a 49-35 victory here this evening. So both teams go 1-1 on the road trip. I want to thank Jason Peterson, our awesome cameraman. He volunteered his time and came down and spent a couple of days on the road with us again, so appreciate Jason as always. Thanks again to Elon Olive and the crew here at Evanston High School helping us get set up for the broadcast. Also, I don't know who it was, but I want to thank the mystery person who dropped off churros at our broadcast booth from the Evanston concession area. My first churro delivery on the air. I'm so excited about that. Final scores, once again, Lady Wolverines victorious 49-35. Wolverine boys fall to Evanston 52-41. There's still basketball on County 10's YouTube channel as the last few moments of Lander and Pinedale going on if you want to flip over and catch the coverage with Matt Myers and Scott Fuller over there. For the County 10 crew, for Jason Peterson, I'm Jared Anderson. Have a great rest of your evening, and we'll see you Tuesday for more Riverton High School basketball. Back to 105.1 Jack FM, and for those of you on our YouTube stream, we say farewell and have a great Super Bowl weekend.